Sports Center.
The Spurs are 2-0 in the preseason as they beat the Miami Heat last night, 112-107. Keldon Johnson led the way with 19 points, while Wemby had 10, 4, 5, 2, and 22 minutes. Yeah, that's it. Spurs return home tomorrow night playing the Utah Jazz. In the WNBA, the Las Vegas Aces led by 17, won by 2 with A'ja Wilson's shot with .3 left. The Aces now lead the series 3-0. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's a small Friday on the Morning Huddle. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm AJ. Look over here. Who's there? That's right. Mr. Rob Thompson.
I'm here.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Ooh, you're wearing gold today.
I'm in my barbershop shirt.
Yeah.
I'm in my barber shirt. Take a number.
And there on the other side, you hear him, Victor Brown. Good morning, Mr. Brown. Oh, you know he can't watch porn on a regular phone. He needs an iPad to get the chick all the way in the screen.
I know. I only see our belly button. I just see the belly button. Dang it.
Oh man. It is a Thursday here on the Morning Huddle. Glad to be here. What a day in sport it was yesterday. First of all,
your day in sport ended way too late for most people, so I don't know what I think 99.9% of the people in San Antonio have no idea how late you were up and what you were watching, because I don't think we were up watching what went down in Vegas.
No, the hockey game.
Could I, if I wanted to have watched it, could I have? I know you were, but did you have to go out of your way to buy some kind of NHL League
if you
pass?
have ESPN Plus,
So it was on ESPN Plus.
Yeah. Yeah, game started at 9 o'clock.
Oh my God.
Went to overtime. Went all the way through overtime, and went to a shootout
On the first game of the year.
First game of the year.
That's getting your money's worth, baby.
And they lost, so it was stupid. But my favorite player did score a hat trick, and that's a opening day hat trick.
What time was it over?
Little after midnight.
Did you have any Labatt's?
No, I had whiskey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
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 Dude, you were up late. I'm babysitting a dog for the next month. My son's dog, as he has moved away, and this poor dog is going through separation anxiety, and is crying all night long. It's like when you have your first baby and you're trying to teach it to sleep by itself. And you leave the baby to cry, and you just until you finally give in.
So what's your plan?
I don't know.
Just tough it out.
I'm gonna have to. What am I gonna do? I really don't have any recourse.
Well, how did he move there without a place to live?
Well, yeah, he has a place to live, but he can't take this dog and live in an apartment. And he has a lease on a house, but he can't get in until November the 1st. So the dog is stuck with me for 3 weeks. And the dog has been with me in the past. This is a new thing.
Yeah,
I mean. I've taken the dog when the kid went to Europe.
He lived in Austin for a little while, and it wasn't this.
So yeah, I first had him when he was a puppy for about 6 months while my kid was in Europe, and then he went up to Austin, and I had him for another 4 or 5 months. So it's nothing new. This is a brand new thing that started 2 nights ago. That the dog is crying like all night long, like it's just really sad.
Have you considered maybe there's some sort of physical ailment that is?
No, I get up, I took him to walk. No, he's not. You can tell the dog is depressed. I've got a sad dog.
Give him an edible.
The thought is you can buy the, doggy
no
downers.
chocolate. No chocolate.
Yeah, no chocolate.
Maybe that's I keep feeding him the Hershey's.
Yeah, he doesn't like that.
Yeah,
Dang it.
Yeah, that's not good for
No,
him.
I thought that's what I thought initially was dog needs to go out. Took the dog out, and the dog's like, well, yeah, I'll walk around, but I'm just sad.
Yeah.
So,
Poor puppy.
yeah, the poor dog, but the
Let
only
it go chase around some chickens.
no kidding. The only fix is literally going and letting him out of his kennel and getting in bed. And that's it. That's the only way the thing will stop crying, and I'm not going to do that.
So he sleeps in that kennel at night typically?
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, no, he doesn't.
sleeps
He
with
has
your
in the
son.
past with me, but when my son is here, no,
he
doesn't.
sleeps with him.
But in the past, over the years, and this dog's 4 or 5 years old now, it's never been a problem. The kennel's his safe space. He loves, it's one of those places where, like, once you go to bed, he's in there. He doesn't mind it. But now,
what if
the lights go out, he's sad.
What if you let him in there with left him in there with the kennel open?
I don't trust him.
Okay. See,
He's still a big. I mean, this is a 120-pound dog
yeah.
that I can't.
Well, didn't you?
He can reach 6 feet in the air. He's a big old beast.
I mean, we talked a lot at one point about you training your dogs.
That's the other one.
And okay, the other one is the one.
And the
that got
one thing that
learning.
my other dog is leap years ahead, but she's part pit and this is her house.
Yeah.
And I can't train that out of her. She is not going to have any business with that. I can't keep them together.
Oh, okay.
They play, but it's on the edge of fighting.
Gotcha.
It's a dominance thing so I can't let them together, and that dog is out.
Okay.
Now,
yeah, that's problematic if you got two dogs who can't be together in
it
the
really
same
is,
house.
and that's been an issue.
Yeah. Now, did your dog doesn't have any problems with your little broken down?
No.
Okay.
I mean, that was a puppy, and the problem was, I got this dog in between sessions with my son's dog. So I had Sensei by himself, and then Sensei left, and I wanted my own dog, so I got my dog, and then Sensei came back. So, and Sensei was already a full-grown dog who also felt like this is my house.
Yeah.
So from the moment they've seen each other, they never really gotten along.
Well, that may be one way to fix the problem is to let
Just
them fight for
it out.
dominance.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know which way I'd go on that, but it'd be about 200 pounds of fight.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be in the middle
Let it
of
be decided. Let them decide it.
That would be brutal. Anyway, enough about me and my.
So is that keeping you awake at night?
All night, seriously. I mean, it goes from whining to a yelping, like sadness, like, oh my God, come on, Sensei.
Oh no. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, life is hard.
That is hard. It is hard, man. That's why this is a rule of thumb. Never let your kids get their own animals. You need to wait until you are fully separated from your child before they're allowed to buy animals. Because every kid, as soon as they turn 18, like my son's already said, oh, I can't wait to get my own dog. Like, the hell you are. You ain't getting a dog. As long as you're staying in my house, you ain't getting a dog because I don't want another dog. And I'm not taking your dog. I'm not letting you pick out a dog for me to take care of.
That's why I have 4 dogs right now instead of
because
one.
your kids keep getting dogs?
Yeah, and a cat.
You can't do it, man. You can't do it. You got to tell them, listen, man, you can get a dog when you've got a house and a full-time job.
The problem is sometimes that house and full-time job doesn't last. Things that I didn't think I'd have this dog.
Yeah.
No, we knew this was a mistake from the get-go. But you know what? I got a dog as soon as I could.
Well, you're a grown adult.
Well, no, back then when I wasn't. And I had a dog,
did not.
and I took that dog home.
Yeah, I did not.
So
I mean, and part of it was my circumstances, just being in the Army. I didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't a thing that was possible for me. But I noticed that about every kid. They get it as soon as they get a little bit of freedom. As soon as they think they're an adult, they think, oh, I'm going to get an animal now.
I get it.
And then they pawn it off on their parents. That's terrible.
Yeah, I bitch about it, but you also hear me talk about that dog.
Yeah, I know,
So,
but it's still. But when it's a pain in the ass, it's like a grandkid.
Yeah,
like
it really is.
It's not. It's not supposed to be your responsibility.
And
it's supposed to be a joy. You're supposed to be able to have the fun with it.
Give it back.
Yeah, and then when it's a pain in the ass, or it craps its pants, you say, "Oh, here you go, Dad. You take care of your kid now." But with these animals,
I'm in for 3 weeks of here, take the baby.
Oh,
Here, take the baby. This
it
125
just ain't right.
Boxer pit mix.
It just ain't right. Now, your other son, Jack, he has a dog, right?
Yeah.
But he is more established, or at least has a partner to help him take care of it. It's never going to be your
his
responsibility.
Dog is no. hadn't been to the house once.
Yeah, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
Yeah, that's fair. I will say that his previous dog, his first dog.
Oh, so he did this
He
also?
had an 18-year-old dog, too. 18-year-old kid dog, too.
Okay. Yeah.
Turned out to be the best dog I ever had.
Oh, okay.
It turned out to be the dog when I die, the first dog I want to see.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I love the dogs I have now, but the dog that he ended up leaving with me, Lola, will be the dog when I die I want to see first.
Okay.
So I've benefited from this, too.
Okay.
You know, the dog of my life. So you never know. Now, these two aren't quite high on the list yet. maybe they'll rank up over the years, but so I did benefit from it too.
And that your Chihuahua dog is still alive, huh?
Yeah, well, it's hard to die when you never move. It might be dead. We don't know. Something's eating the food. I assume it's her.
They're gonna find it with just mummified.
I'm telling you, that dog, an 18-year-old Chihuahua.
Oh.
Just picture that with no teeth.
Oh.
Oh, it's gruesome.
Just shoot it.
Oh, dude. Trust me, man.
Right, it's Rob's wife's dog.
It's
That's
my
why
wife's
that can't be
dog.
done.
And
That's not an option.
She literally just kind of carries around this old
In a purse?
every now and then. But the dog, when it's time to eat, peps up. You know, like bounces around, does everything else. But for the next 23 hours and 20 minutes, it's just going to lay still. And you just kind of take it out and you just squeeze the crap out like a toothpaste tube. Just kind of squeeze it. No, I'm kidding. But no, the dog will actually do its own business. But I feel like that's probably going to be how it ends.
Well, that's good. It doesn't do business in the house, right?
It can't. What are you talking about? You have to pick it up and move it. No, she does not.
Okay.
Well, she is getting older, so there have been
Well, that's
times
what I
when
mean,
I woke
like,
up in the morning and in the evening. We now have steps onto our bed so the dog can get off the bed.
Oh, jeez.
We have little. If you could buy one, and I'm just an idea guy, invent a pet escalator.
Well,
And there are old people that would happily buy it.
this is the other thing I always tell people. Vic, do your dogs sleep in the bed with you?
No.
See, mine is always.
No
I
dogs
know.
in the bed.
I know it's animalistic, but my whole
They
life.
sleep. I have their beds
do.
in our closet on the bottom.
No.
I don't have any shoes anywhere because they eat all the shoes, so all my shoes are on the top. But the dogs have their beds just
I know. It's gross.
underneath. Yeah.
It's why I never got COVID. I've always had dogs in my bed.
I did.
You
I
have
got
to wash
COVID
your
3
sheets
times.
over and over. I find that dog hair in the bed gross, so you end up having 3 sets of sheets.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's certain things I'll put up with, and that's one of them.
Your
But-
dogs eat your shoes?
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
now that
See?
Yeah.
I draw the
ate
line at a couple of things.
They ate my wife's flip flops. They ate my old Nike.
You take out a pair of J's. You take out
Oh
a
no, I don't leave
$300-$400
those.
pair of shoes.
No.
Get those dogs out of there.
Yeah.
Yikes.
My Travis Scotts are in my safe on the very
I
top,
have
so
to
they
treat-
won't get those.
I have to treat you like Old Yeller. At that point, Old Yeller's going out behind the barn.
I know. I'll
I love
cry,
you, but I can get one look just
no.
like you.
Sorry, boy. You guys got to get control of your creatures. You got to get control of
I've
your
lost.
animals.
That's the other thing, man. Once you've lost control,
there is no
that's
going
it.
back.
There's no going back.
there really is.
My dogs are too old to learn.
Now, how many
anyway.
of those dogs are going to end up staying with you forever?
Probably all of them.
Oh, that's terrible. 4 of them.
Yeah.
Like, did each one of your kids get one and throw it on you?
It's only my daughter.
Oh. And
That's what I'm
she's like-
saying. Y'all don't know. You do not know.
And she's the one she'll never leave.
No,
You're never getting rid of her.
she won't.
At least you have somebody to take care of you when you're old.
Yeah,
Nah,
you
that's
hope.
true too.
You
Yeah,
hope.
no.
Well, if she
yeah,
never gets
will.
out of the house, what's she going to do?
That's
You know what I mean?
true.
Nah, with the 2 kids and the way rent is now, and you can't trust anybody to be a roommate. You know, like just stay here. But no, I don't
All
want her
things
to.
for a purpose, baby.
Yeah.
Eventually it'll work out.
We'll see.
All right, we've got but besides dog talk, we've got plenty of.
No, that's about it.
That's it. All right. We'll
Yeah.
talk to you tomorrow.
we do have we've got a guest lined up today. Rod Babers is going to come on the program.
He went to that school up there.
He
that
did.
public institution up there in Austin.
He is what he
He
called
had an interception, I recall. Big one.
yes,
Pretty big play in the
In a-
history of the Texas football program.
in a big game against what Rob lovingly calls Texas's hat.
Our hat.
And
Our chapeau.
so we'll have him come on to talk kind of about the state of Texas football and in general, and if this Oklahoma game can be a course correction for Arch, and then what the alternative would look like.
He's in the know, so I'm very interested to hear what he has to say about if there was to have to be a change for whatever reason. Is there something in the well? Is there anywhere at all that you can look to?
Well, besides this Diabell kid, who
that's next year.
I saw him on social media. He was visiting Florida State this last weekend, and Texas fan was all. And then he came back from the Florida State trip and said,
"Yeah, it's all good, guys.
Hook him." He said, "I'm still in." So at least for now, Texas fan is going, well, at least next year there will be something.
Well,
but yeah, I'm curious. I wanted to get an insider's take on what life is like right now on the 40 acres, because it's got to be uncomfortable being. Mm-hmm. But for all intents and purposes, they're married to Arch right now.
That's what I'm saying. There's no other way unless you tell me there's another way. I don't know. I don't think there is, though.
So we'll have that discussion around 7:30, 7:45-ish. Major League Baseball, all 4 games yesterday. Our first.
It was a perfect night in my world.
Our first championship series team is in the books. The Toronto Blue Jays send the New York Yankees packing. Beat it, Yankees.
Everything that I wanted to happen happened last night, except for the Tigers.
Oh, boy, the Tigers just figured out. They decided,
hey, I'll spot you 3.
Let's hit a home run every time after this.
But other than that, Cubs win, Yankees lose, Kershaw collapses. It's a good night. It's a good night in baseball.
So we've got an elimination game tomorrow between the Tigers and the Mariners. And then the Brewers can still send the Cubs home tonight, and the Dodgers can still send the Phillies home tonight. But based on yesterday, those 2 teams still alive in this thing. So some good baseball to talk. And
I watched some lady basketball last night.
Did you watch some lady basketball? I was going to ask.
I kept going back and forth, and it was 15, 14, 10, 8.
And then game winner.
Asia.
Yes. Oh, yes.
You better put some respect on that name.
Oh, yes. So we'll talk about that as well. And then we've got football tonight. That's right. A couple of the Cowboys' best friends, the Giants and the Eagles, go at it on Thursday Night Football. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Our heaviest delay is going to be on the far east side of town this early morning. Overnight, had an accident involving 2 18-wheelers, I-10 eastbound between FM 1518 over to Trainer Hale. So it is still closed. Traffic is being diverted onto the frontage road. That's starting to overload as well. You can also exit early at 1604 to eastbound FM 78. 281 northbound, the off-ramp to 1604. This roadwork is blocking the right side of the connector ramp. And downtown on I-10 lower level, westbound 35 to Woodlawn, that is closed with roadwork. As you stop and go from Commerce, left lane of the upper level closed as well. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Texas Department of Transportation. Fewer daylight hours this time of year can make it harder for drivers to see pedestrians. Cross the street only at intersections and crosswalks. And when it's dark, carry a flashlight or wear reflective material. Be safe. Walk smart. A message from TxDOT.
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, collagen packed, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The PorkRinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero College Football Post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
Hi. I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
If you're driving a car or truck with an expired warranty and suddenly lost your transmission or needed a full engine repair, would a $4,000 repair bill leave you stranded? I'm Danica Patrick. Don't get caught off guard with a vehicle breakdown. Choose the company I trust. Endurance. No matter the mileage, if your vehicle is less than 20 years old, Endurance offers auto protection plans for any budget. Protection on the drivetrain, electrical, transmission, AC, and more. Plus 24/7 roadside assistance and rental car reimbursement on any to paying the certified mechanic of your choice. Act now and get 1 full year of
and claims. Call for your fast free quote today. Call 800-690-8974. That's 800-690-8974. 800-690-8974.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Eddie in Alabama. 06 Mustang GT Shaker 500. $5,000.
All right, I'll think about it.
Charlie, have you noticed that we have trouble coming to terms with customers in Alabama?
Yeah, they're kind of like hard-ass like Oklahoma, too.
The common denominator here is meth and great football.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
For a limited time, get a free K5 reverse osmosis drinking water system when you purchase a Connecticut water softener. Clean, great-tasting water at your kitchen sink. Hurry before they're gone.
Call 656-PURE, Connecticut.
Davis Law Firm secures important verdicts and settlements for Texans hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck. Many in the millions of dollars. No case is too big or too small. And remember, there's no fee unless we win. So if you want more, call the Fours. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
Imagine owning coastal land with ocean views and world-class fishing just off Matagorda Bay. Well, dream no more. This Saturday, October 11th, mark your calendars for our fall one-day coastal land sale at Driftwood Shores at Wolf Point. We're unveiling incredible coastal properties. We're talking 1+ acres with ocean access for just $49.9 and waterfront properties starting at just $99.9. Wow! This gated community boasts a waterfront resort-style pool and cabana, your own boat slip and launch with paved roads and underground utilities. It's all happening this Saturday, October 11th. Unbeatable values. 1+ acre with ocean access, just $49.9. Texas coastal waterfront properties from $99.9. Call now for your private tour at 210-853-0389. Excellent financing is available. Call 210-853-0389. That's 210-853-0389.
Prepare for a cosmic convergence like no other. SpaceCon 2025 landing in San Antonio October 24th to 26th. Meet legends from across the galaxies. Elizabeth Olsen, Brie Larson, Paul Bettany, Ian McDermott, Karen Gillan, Carrie-Ann Moss, David Duchovny, and more. I've been waiting light years for this. SpaceCon 2025. The universe is ready for you. Tickets available at SpaceConSA.com.
Football season is heating up on Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So don't miss any of the action this season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code ROAM and get $50 in bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code ROAM on Prize Picks to get $50 in bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 bonus credit in lineups just for playing. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month. LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication, report scams, and update your software. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information and fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. Start your protection today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to SASportsStar.com now and register to win. SASportsStar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Feels like forever when you are with Sorry. Been a while. Where should we begin?
Does this song rank in the top 25 greatest songs?
I don't believe so.
Of the last 25 years? No?
I don't think so. We will get into that a little bit. Rolling Stone with a so far list. You know, it's been 25 years into the century. What's the best stuff? What's the best stuff so far?
I hate music snobbery.
Oh, yeah.
This is a music snobbery list. Like, oh, you didn't enjoy the Yeah, Yeah, Yeahs back in 2003? What a loss.
We're not going to put Creed on this list, even though it's clearly a deserving champion. Hey, just saw this come across my feed. Update. As of now, Oklahoma quarterback John Mateer is expected to play Saturday against Texas.
I told you, dude. They kept acting too squirrely up there, and that's hard to say for OU types, but they've been squirrely for the last 5-6 days. Like, wait, do you see what we got for you? Wait. I'm just saying. And here they are. They were just saying. They were super saying.
Yeah, and here we go.
That's real good news for those in the 40 acres, because now you have no idea what to expect. Yeah, you literally have no idea. Like, can this guy even grip a ball?
Right.
I mean, do I prepare for a running game and just the threat of the pass, or can this dude actually do it? It just made things worse.
What's funny is I'm actually less interested in betting Oklahoma now that I know he's going to play, because I think there's real concern about where he's at health-wise. Yeah, because he shouldn't be back yet.
Do you think this is a reflection on OU's fear? You know, what's the line at now? Texas still favored.
Yes.
Which I still cannot understand. For the life of me, no one has been able to explain to me, from what we have seen from both teams, how on earth on a neutral site that OU isn't favored. But that's for Vegas to know, and that's why they have all those bright, shiny lights and big pools.
Yeah, Oklahoma is a 1.5-point dog against Texas.
Crazy. So, I don't get that. So with the addition of Mateer, to me, seems like a little bit more chips on that old Crimson and Cream.
It just feels like they said he was going to be out for like 4 to 6 weeks.
He's Aaron Rodgers, man.
Yeah.
Science doesn't apply to him.
Okay.
It's Aaron, Mateer, and Chuck Norris.
So you're telling
Science and time don't apply.
So you're telling me I can bet against Aaron Rodgers here?
Oh, well, I didn't say to bet on him. I'm just saying that science and time don't apply to those three.
I'm happy to bet against Aaron Rodgers pretty much week in and week out. Most weeks, anyway.
Even the lone wolf didn't get all the criminals.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it. And again, maybe we'll ask Rod what he thinks about that as well, because there is that does make a difference, certainly. I just don't know on which side.
Let me tell you, if he does come back and does perform, even adequately, not even greatly, and beats Texas after missing a couple of weeks due to surgery, the legend of Mateer will last a long time, Longhorn fan.
Yeah.
You're going to hear about this cat for 25 years.
Oh, yes. You can make him a hero.
Oh, man.
You can make him a hero.
Give him a trophy, and he can get in that Heisman Park thing they got up there, and standing right next to Baker, you got Mateer.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll continue in the sporting world. I do want to get into some NFL, although I may want to have a little more time for that. But in the 7 o'clock hour, like the early 7 o'clock hour, I want to talk about this Bill Belichick story. This is so fascinating to me.
Don't you hate when you're right in the back of your mind? You were right. You're like, everybody thought this.
I told you guys.
Everybody knew it wasn't going to work.
Yeah,
like the president of North Carolina, but everybody else was like, this ain't going to work.
Who thought this was a good idea?
Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, maybe so. So we'll see how that goes. All right, it's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm going to tell you about Blue Star Tequila. And you might be saying, well, what makes Blue Star Tequila any different than anything else? Well, first of all, additive free. It's unfiltered, so there's nothing added, nothing taken away. No flavoring, no sweetener, no coloring. This is all natural. You got the Blanco Reposado, honey Reposado, which is made with the organic honey from the bee farm right next door to where they're harvesting the agave, and the añejo. And the añejo, my friends, listen to these accolades. Just won double gold at the New York Spirits competition, and that's impressive enough, right? Well, it also won best in class, which means it beat out Every other tequila in the building, it was beating out $800 bottles of tequila. And in fact, it was the least expensive of every product that was in the running for best in class. So this is like a real Cinderella story here, friends. You can find Blue Star Tequila Specs, Costco, Alamo City Liquor, and Total Wine. Give it a try for yourself. I can tell you about it all I want. Rob had to get out on the golf course and try it to know for himself that this is damn fine tequila. I think you're going to enjoy it. So get out there, try it. Like I said, Total Wine, Specs, Costco, Alamo City Liquor. If your place isn't carrying it, ask them why the hell not. And enjoy the double gold, best in class Blue Star Tequila.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Our heaviest delay is going to be on the far east side of town this early morning. Overnight, had an accident involving two 18-wheelers, I-10 eastbound between FM 1518 over to Trainer Hale. So it is still closed. Traffic is being diverted onto the frontage road. That's starting to overload as well. You can also exit early at 1604 to eastbound FM 78. 281 northbound, the off-ramp to 1604. This roadwork is blocking the right side of the connector ramp. And downtown on I-10 lower level, westbound 35 to Woodlawn, that is closed with roadwork. As you stop and go from Commerce, left lane of the upper level closed as well. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Cue the easy button because it's officially Easy Deal Days at Staples. Now through October 11th, save up to 40% off over 1,000 products from tech, chairs, luggage, and more. Head to your local Staples store or staples.com to save while supplies last. Staples, that was easy.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
At Frost, we go above and beyond with our services, like getting to know our customers by name, offering 24/7 real human phone support, and always keeping a supply of treats for our four-legged friends. You know, the little things. Like when a customer was out of town before a hurricane and their Frost banker drove all the way to Corpus Christi to tie their boat down. We couldn't make that up if we tried. Frost. Exactly what you unexpected.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-924-7415. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-924-7415. 800-924-7415. 800-924-7415.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we're going to talk some Cowboys football with the COO, Stephen Jones. He joins us at 4:30.
Of the injured players that missed last week, who's on deck to return Sunday against Carolina?
We'll also talk with the General, John McClain, about the Houston Texans. Do they have their mojo back?
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The NFL lives right here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Golden
morning,
earring.
everybody.
Golden earring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Becky's starting to look kind of like a ghoul. Like,
Oh my God! Wow, man, that came out of nowhere. What do you really think, man?
Like,
she's coaching in the finals, bro. I mean, she's studying film. She doesn't have time for eyeliner and
sleep or something. I don't know.
How old is she?
She looks undead.
Right?
And listen, that's not a knock on her.
Look at most head coaches.
I know. I mean, well, look at the coach that was here for a long time. He wasn't looking the best, certainly.
Shoddy, when he took this job, was 27 years old.
Shoddy still looks good, actually.
Well, he was 27. He didn't have any gray hair.
He was not
3
27.
weeks ago, just a month ago.
No, I think he was older than Becky
Such
when
a
he
life
took this
form.
job.
He kind of did. But Becky, I don't know. It's hard. Don't judge a woman after a full game of practice or work. I mean, she's all
full day at work.
She's all wore out, man. She's been working.
Hey, what are the Cleveland Browns doing? Are they trying to contend?
Well,
the Browns are making a bunch of trades recently, and it's
hey, why not, man? I'm all for this.
The Browns have been a part of 3 trades in the last 24 hours. I guess a little over 24 hours. In the past week, They traded Joe Flacco to the Bengals.
For a 6th-rounder.
Yep.
Right.
They traded their cornerback, Greg Newsome, to Jacksonville in exchange for another cornerback in Tyson Campbell, which could be
there's no picks in that
no
one?
picks involved.
Okay.
Mostly a salary thing.
Yeah.
And then they traded for left tackle Cam Robinson from the Texans, which, I mean, you talk about I don't know who the Texans think they are, saying, "Oh, we don't need that offensive lineman."
Well, I'm not that impressed with Cam Robinson.
No, I'm not either. But it's like he's a warm body.
Yeah, I appreciate the effort. I mean, I think that's telling me more than anything else. They're doing everything they can to make this left-handed quarterback feel more comfortable.
Maybe so, I guess.
Again, there's nothing that makes me happier in professional sports for a team to realize who they are and, more importantly, where they are in their timeline. And if you're wrong. If you don't understand who you are as opposed to where you're supposed to be, you're never going to be successful. And so at least Cleveland is like, okay, we know who we are. Let's start trying to find a way to dig ourselves out of this hole. And these are futile moves. They're digging out with a spoon, but at least they're doing something.
Also, a weird thing, they refused to name Shedeur Sanders QB2. Like they're like, we haven't decided who our backup quarterback is yet.
His name's Bailey Zappi.
I mean, it might be. And honestly, I would probably feel better if I'm the Browns. Like, again, if you're trying to win games.
Yes, and obviously, well, I don't know how much they're trying to win, but they're trying to make things as comfortable as possible for this offense.
Yeah, and I think you are trying to I think you're at least trying to compete while you've got a young quarterback at the helm. You don't want – I mean, if let's say Dylan Gabriel is going to be good, but he starts his career 1-7, you think Browns fans are going to be excited to have him back next year as the starting quarterback?
No, but then again, I think Cleveland has taken a good look in the mirror and convinced their owner to give everybody involved a little bit of money and a little bit of time. And without and knowing full well you can't fall off the floor. I mean, what are we going to do? Be worse?
Yeah. All right. I got to tell you about Underdog Fantasy. Football season is underway, friends. And, guys, the best place to get on the action is Underdog. Playing on Underdog so easy. You pick a couple of your favorite players, whether they're going to go higher or lower on their stats, and you get it right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your money. Now, I did not get it right last night. You know why? Because Chelsea Gray, the lady basketballer, did not have enough assists. But I said, Cam Schlittler, he's going to struggle. He struggled. I said Mitch Marner, he's going to get a point in his first game as a Golden Knight. He did. Chelsea Gray let me down. That's why, listen, man, you mix these sports up, it's a little bit of a risk. Tonight, I'm going to be back in the saddle, though. Back in the saddle on Thursday Night Football, and this might surprise you, but I'm going with Jalen Hurts lower on his passing yards. That's right. Jalen Hurts, you got to prove to me you can throw a football, pal. Guys, it is fun. It makes the game more fun. Download the app today. Sign up with my promo code Alamo, and you'll get $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code Alamo. Why aren't you doing this yet, guys? Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to SASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
So you're the new girl, huh?
I am the new girl. Thank you so much for getting me this job.
You got a boyfriend?
No, not right now.
You ever date older men?
You really look a lot like my Uncle Skip.
You like my pants?
I do like those pants. Those are nice.
You want me to take them off? You probably didn't notice, but I'm the governor.
Okay.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Imagine owning coastal land with ocean views and world-class fishing just off Matagorda Bay. Well, dream no more. This Saturday, October 11th, mark your calendars for our fall one-day coastal land sale at Driftwood Shores at Wolf Point. We're unveiling incredible coastal properties. We're talking 1+ acres with ocean access for just $49.9 and waterfront properties starting at just $99.9. Wow! This gated community boasts a waterfront resort-style pool and cabana, your own boat slip and launch with paved roads and underground utilities. It's all happening this Saturday, October 11th. Unbeatable values. 1+ acre with ocean access, just $49.9. Texas coastal waterfront properties from $99.9. Call now for your private tour at 210-853-0389. Excellent financing is available. Call 210-853-0389. That's 210-853-0389.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio's sports star. Other NFL news, Kyler Murray didn't practice yesterday because he's got a foot injury. I thought maybe he was still injured from getting the snap taken off his face.
And Bryce Butler
and
calling him out.
Having to go into the concussion protocol.
No one likes him. No one follows him. No one likes him. Ouch, my toe hurts.
The greatest thing about the Kyler Murray, the ball that hit him in the face.
Oh, dude.
The best part is if he were a normal-sized person, that would have been right in his hands.
It would have been. It was test level for the average human.
Yeah, that dude just immediately goes off the field and has to get checked out by the concussion guys. It's like, oh, jeez.
Bruised his ego.
Also, no practice for Lamar Jackson yesterday, which is maybe even a bigger deal.
Can we redshirt him?
I don't think that's
possible to redshirt in the NFL.
No, I don't think
this year won't count.
No, I don't think
just
that's the way it works.
For the rest of the year, and we'll just watch.
No,
Big Red.
Also, some practice news yesterday for the Cowboys. There was no CeeDee Lamb, no Tyler Booker, no Kevontae Turpin, no Donovan Wilson, and no Jack Sanborn. The guys that were limited at practice, it's a long list. Bland, Clowney, Cornelius, Diggs, Guyton, Houston, Nealon, Sanders, Smith, and Thomas were all
those guys are going to play.
Yeah, I would
those
guess.
all play. And I think
Although, you know what, man? There's a world where we should have this discussion. Tyler Guyton sucks at football, and it might be a good opportunity for the Cowboys to just kind of start to move on to.
Well, I don't think they're done with Tyler Guyton.
I'm not saying like kick him off the team. I'm saying let him be the swing tackle and let Nate Thomas be the starter.
I will say this: I everything that I've seen, they're very happy with Nate Thomas.
Nate Thomas is better than Tyler Guyton.
So but one of those old axioms is, especially with young guys, is you don't lose your job because you're limping around if you're truly hurt. So I do think that they're going to continue going. Guyton can drive block with the best of them. He does do that well. But I think there's an opportunity here to replace average with below average, or below average with average.
Yeah,
I mean, there's 6 of one and half a dozen of another, as far as I'm concerned. But I don't think Guyton's lost his gig yet.
He's just not good.
Well,
and like you've got a guy who's playing well. What are you going to do? Sit him down?
I think that Guyton will get a start once he's healthy. I'll tell you that.
And he's in concussion protocol.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Healthy could be sort of.
Well, maybe you don't want him back. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's up to us.
Just take
when
a
you're
nice healthy scratch, get yourself well, and let's pass protect a little bit.
Yeah. Although, I mean, I don't know when the good time to take a seat is. I mean, every game's kind of a crapshoot on if you're going to be competitive or not. I don't know.
Right now, the good news is because this line has been so banged up, well, there's suddenly 7 dudes that can kind of play. So that kind of has helped at least the depth. But as the old axiom goes, quantity never outweighs quality.
No. And also, I don't know at what point you when you sniff the milk and you say, oh, is this good enough? I don't know.
I'm all in, baby. I'm in. I'm pouring it on the cereal.
Even if it says expired.
Honest to God, dude, I can't tell the difference between normal milk and turned milk by the smell. I can't.
I can.
So unless there's chunks, I gotta taste it.
I do that with chicken too. I smell it.
So when you smell the milk,
yeah,
I can't tell the
difference. And it smells weird. What do you do?
I don't.
You
throw it out.
I throw it out.
You don't even try it. You don't even taste it.
What if the expiration date still says it's good?
Oh, I still drink that. If it's within expiration date, I don't even test it. I'm all in.
If it's if I know I bought it like within a week ago, then it's still good. But
okay.
If I go to somebody's house and it's like, okay, go ahead and use some milk, I'm like, well, I don't know. Let me smell it here.
See, the reason why I'm saying that is like Tyler Guyton, we're at least to the point where we're sniffing the milk with him. Like,
yeah,
is this good? Is this good or not good?
But just like me, I still got to taste it. You know what I mean? It might smell a little off, but unless there's something that absolutely proves to me it's sour, I'm all in. I'm still in.
It's making me pretty damn nervous. I don't know if I want this on my cereal.
No. Just get a new one.
That reminded me of that neighbor that brings stuff over. They're like, I ain't eating that.
Oh, yeah.
Here, I made stuff for you.
Here, it's expired.
I'm never eating that.
I'll just return. I'm gonna just dump this out back. You want the dish back now? All right, I've been in your kitchen. I ain't no.
We'll talk more Cowboys later on in the show. I want to talk about this Bill Belichick thing coming up next. This is a fascinating story. What's going on in North Carolina? So we'll dig into that. It is the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
10-yard line, touchdown Vegas, what a wild finish!
Your home for the NFL.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
American Public University supports military families by helping them save on education that goes wherever life leads. Learn online at your own pace for just $2.50 per credit hour. Visit apu.apus.edu/military.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $600 plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Hey, listen up, San Antonio. Many of the successes you've had began with a great opportunity. Now, here's another one. Get started on your degree or certificate in San Antonio. Choose from more than 135 degree and certificate programs, faster onboarding, and more from University of Maryland Global Campus. Get personalized local support services and take online or hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
I've always wanted to learn French, but the app I tried didn't help.
If you want to memorize words in another language, there's an app for that. But if you want to really learn another language, there's Babbel. Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different. Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Babbel feels like it was created intentionally by people who really know what you need to learn another language. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Want to really learn another language? Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com to save up to 50%. Babbel.com.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store, and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Maybe turn them into paper airplanes headed to See Ya Never AT&T and T-Mobile. Jokes aside, the best 5G network has you covered with the most ways to save on plans, streaming, and phone deals. So bring in your bill to your local Verizon store, and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on Root Metrics Root Score report dated 1H2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms apply.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are still working this closure on the far north side on 1604 eastbound. Closed Redland Road to Bulverde Road. It's now a 45-minute delay. This is closed with road work, so it's got you slow from Stone Oak Parkway, and there's still diverting traffic onto the frontage road. On 281 northbound, the off-ramp to 1604, we've got some road works blocking the right side of the connecting ramp. On 410 northbound, just past Ray Ellison, this one just came in. It's an accident. Only the left lane getting by, almost a 15-minute delay. That's got you slow from Freeport Road. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
The Spurs are 2-0 in the preseason as they beat the Miami Heat last night, 112-107. Keldon Johnson led the way with 19 points, while Wemby had 10, 4, 5, 2, and 22 minutes. Yeah, that's it. Spurs return home tomorrow night playing the Utah Jazz. In the WNBA, the Las Vegas Aces led by 17, won by 2 with Aja Wilson's shot with .3 left. The Aces now lead the series 3-0. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, good morning, everybody. 7:02 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. AJ and Rob on a small Friday. Oh yes.
Almost home.
I got a big day today. It might cost me a nap, but it might be worth it. Because
go on. That's a valuable property there, that 2.5 hours.
Oh, I know. But my mother-in-law is getting a moving truck. And all her stuff's going to be out of my house.
Oh, right. You got space in the garage now. Fill that stuff with lawn tools.
So that'll be fun. Well, it's also the front room, like our that big formal area.
Is that still full of all that stuff?
Full of stuff.
Oh, dude, this is going to be a huge day in your life.
Yeah. So getting all that out of my house.
Oh, man, good for you. Seriously, congratulations.
Thank you.
That way, every time you walk in the door, you're not going to have to look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got plans on what we're going to do with that room. I want to get like a hot dog shaped couch, like
I think a rumpus room kind of thing.
Yeah. My wife is saying we're gonna make a bar in there.
Ooh,
so that might be fun.
Room.
Yeah.
Maybe a sunken discussion pit.
Ooh.
I'm seeing levels. Shag carpet levels. A bunch of levels.
I'm thinking about one of those sand pits that like you rake in circles like the monks.
A Zen garden. Yeah. Little fondue fire pit. There's all kinds of things. We got plans, man.
Yeah. Maybe a chicken coop.
Oh, I can help you.
You got any?
I
have any leftover parts?
Okay. I got enough chicken wire that I could protect a series of outposts.
Okay. Now we're talking.
From sneak attacks.
Now we're talking. All right. Bill Belichick has apparently been discussing. And now this is reported, and Bill Belichick has come out and said, "I'm committed. I'm committed to North Carolina football. I'm happy here. I'm having a great time getting my ass kicked every week."
You've seen my girlfriend.
But the sources say that Bill Belichick has discussed buyout options with North Carolina. and has signaled a willingness to trigger his own $1 million buyout if he can find a soft landing with another team or in media. I
don't buy that.
You and I talked about this at the beginning of the season. This was never going to work. Bill Belichick was never going to work in college. This was the easiest win total bet that I made preseason was North Carolina under. There was no way this was going to work, and it's gone even more disastrously than I thought it would.
I don't know how they didn't see it. How is it possible?
You get whipped by having a big name, and you think, oh, I've got a big name. People want to come play for him, and it's just not the way it works. Members of Belichick's coaching staff have already spoken to other schools that are expected to be in the playoff about taking on roles during the postseason. From one coach, the rats are leaving the ship.
Yeah, well, that was the term that I would use. And keep in mind, these players are just as easy to leave as coaches. Now that road that goes into Chapel Hill goes out just as quick. So think about the possibility here as the last game is played that every North Carolina player's gone. Like literally, there is no one to either coach or play when we come to the spring.
You mean like Oklahoma State?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just literally, we're going to have to start fresh.
Yeah. And not only that, so there are reports of recruiting violations that they're investigating at North Carolina. And often when programs start investigating their own program for recruiting violations or practice violations,
that's a way to get out of a contract.
That is a way to knock down that buyout and move on.
Hey, you're cheating.
And they're saying Belichick has had poor communication with his staff, described as weird and distant. Multiple coaches were unable to get a hold of him during the bye week. And this is the best line of the story here. From one North Carolina defensive assistant, what we've done to these kids is effed up.
It is. That's true. It's absolutely true.
And yeah, this is not a good look for Bill Belichick. And I don't know that there is I don't think this thing like settles down and just gets right. I think this is going to burn until it explodes.
It's over. In this day and age, once the thaw starts, once the dripping starts, it's over. Because the ripple effect is anybody who might have even been thinking about going to North Carolina ain't, because whoever's recruiting against them's already called them. Anybody who's already there is already getting calls from intermediaries.
Yeah.
From either the upper echelon or lower echelon. So every one of these guys already has a plan B and is already looking down the road. So they're leaving. You already got coaches leaving. And this is going to ripple all the way up to the athletic director. I don't see how an athletic director, given the situation of North Carolina athletics, basketball on a down, this will ripple all the way up. You don't survive this kind of hire.
Bubba Cunningham is the AD at North Carolina. His quote was, Coach Belichick has the full support of the Department of Athletics and university.
The dreaded vote of approval.
Well, and Belichick's actual quote was, I'm fully committed to UNC football and the program we're building here.
Well, good luck.
It just doesn't feel that way. Here's my question to you. I don't know if this was – I don't know if this is something I thought was possible, but I do think it might be now. Is there a way that Bill Belichick's legacy is tainted?
No.
Do
we think badly about Jimmy Johnson at Miami with the Dolphins? I mean, it's an afterthought. It's a footnote.
Yeah.
20 years
of
greatness.
But what if
20 years of sustained greatness.
I mean, what if he wrecks this program? Like, what if he drives it all the way into the ground?
Well, he has. But last I saw Jimmy Johnson coaching, he was standing on the sidelines with the Miami Dolphins getting 44-0 handed out to him. So, yeah, it's a footnote. It's an unfortunate mistake, a last gasp. It's Joe Namath playing for the Rams. It's OJ with a 40. I mean, it's yikes. I wish you'd have retired a couple years ago. I hate to have had seen you like that, but we're gonna forget. We're not gonna remember.
I don't remember Jimmy Johnson being bad in Miami.
Remember he got run off in a playoff, just beat down.
Yeah, but I mean, he was in the playoffs. Like,
yeah, but it wasn't working. There was a reason he left. But it's a footnote. It's an unfortunate end, and it's not uncommon. Just like I always tell, I believe players rip the jersey off. Once it's done, it's done. And I guess the same applies to these coaches. And they're going to rip his jersey off.
Yeah, I'm picturing, like, especially if there's recruiting violations and
I mean, think about what exactly is a recruiting violation anymore.
Well, that's a good question, but they also said practice violations, and where you got other coaches saying what we're doing to these kids is effed up. What if there's?
I think what I took from that statement was just this was a lost year that's going to count against them. I mean, what we've done to them is sold them a bill of goods that did not exist. I don't think it was. If they were working them too hard and practicing too hard, believe me, we'd already heard about that.
Yeah,
they had already been bitching about that.
Yeah, I you know, and it's a tough legacy to bust, but already the fact that
it's awful
that Tom Brady went on and did things without him, there was already sort of chinks in that armor.
Well, you know, the funny thing about this was Greg Popovich was always the first to admit it was the players, and Belichick was never the one to admit that. It's always, you know, the scheme and the plan, and I put you in the right place. So yeah, he's gonna have to deal with that. But again, 20 years of the Patriots stuff. I just don't think it will linger past, like, yeah, that was unfortunate. The sad thing is, I don't think that he's capable of doing the next thing. Like, he's not going to be in the media. Are you kidding me?
No.
Now, somebody's going to pay him, and he's going to be an abject failure there, too. So he's sadly, the last taste we're going to get of the Bill Belichick meal will be failure. Because there's not another – you're not going to be on TV smiling and glad-handing or doing – unless you can find some kind of John Gruden chalk talk that he does every week, which I can't imagine him trying to do. But
no.
He doesn't have the personality to do anything like that. And he's burned all the bridges for coaching. Where the hell is he going to go? I mean, maybe Saban will hire him or not even him. Maybe you get hired as the graduate. Remember, what was Saban's title whenever he'd bring in the rehab coaches? Offensive
analyst.
Yeah. Maybe he can be an analyst someplace. But no, he's done, man. It's unfortunate, but that's it.
That's crazy, man. I can't. I knew it was going to be bad. I didn't picture it being this, like, mid-season. We got to get the hell away from this type thing.
But the further we get away from it, and when they do the 30 for 30, and they will, we'll see. I don't know why we didn't. From the girl to the PR mess to all this, when you start looking in hindsight, we're like, anybody who didn't see this coming, you go, I don't know how you didn't see this coming.
I also can't imagine what anybody who was there last year who stayed, I can't imagine going from having Mac Brown as my head coach to Bill Belichick, where, I mean, Mac Brown is about as
homey, family.
Like, Mac Brown will bring you to his house and have you have dinner with his wife. Like, Mac Brown, you say what you want about his on-field success at North Carolina. I mean, I think anybody who has any success at North Carolina football is doing something right. But you won't find many guys who say bad things about him as a coach or like almost like a father figure. And we'll talk to Rod Babers a little bit later in the show, and he'll confirm the same stuff. To Belichick, who's like the cold, wicked stepmother.
Who says 2 words to you.
Yeah. I mean, it's just it's crazy. Like you have to feel so crazy to go just, oh yeah, I'm back for another year at North Carolina, and it's turned into this ice castle. It's just very it was a strange move all along, and to me this is the warning of.
It's the warning.
This is the caution sign against hiring people because they have a big name.
But it's one of those situations, I do think, when you're trying, and I hate the term disruptor, but, you know, given the circumstance in college sports, and it was disrupted. It went from what it was, where it was indentured servitude, to, you know, the Wild West, a free-for-all of economics. And you're trying to see what's going to work, and there's, like, name a school that's been successful in Jeff Traylor at UTSA, I think, has been a great beneficiary of the modern college football world. He's been able to get some recruits in and bring some dudes that came. Vanderbilt, what a success story in the modern world of pay for play, and come here and, you know, we'll make it comfortable for you, and we'll get guys fast and make
Texas
you good.
Tech,
another coming example of that. And those have worked, but I get North Carolina trying something. You know, if this is pro sports, let's go get the best pro sport football coach we've ever seen. So I get the try. Kinda, in hindsight, you're like, well, if this is a new landscape, let's try something new. It just didn't work. Now, the good news is I'm a firm believer in failing fast.
Yeah.
And at least they're going to fail fast. They're going to lose a year, but the good news is in this modern world of college football, you could have a playoff team in 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't that hard to look at Tech. Just throw a couple million at it. Call Michael and say, we need a football team. Get, $500 million over the next 10 years, and you got a football team.
Right. Well, I don't know that it's going to be as easy of a way out as.
If people will go to Lubbock, they will go to Chapel Hill.
But they will not go if they're going to go and be belittled.
Oh, no, not under Belichick. But I'm
Right.
saying it just shows that you can turn on a dime just as quickly as you can collapse. Look at Indiana with Cincinnati. You can, bam, you can become immediately impactful if you're willing to invest.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe in that. It just feels like, but also in order to get to that, and that's maybe the other thing. North Carolina clearly invested in Bill Belichick.
That's
He
what I'm
ain't there
saying.
for
A
free.
for effort, F for outcome. But A for effort, at least they gave it a shot in this modern world. They just went the wrong direction. They took the wrong exit.
Pay the players.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If you give all that Bill Belichick money to the top quarterback in the country and the top pass rusher, you're going to have better results more than likely. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll take a good look at the game coming up tonight between the Eagles and the Giants. We'll talk to Rod Babers about the Texas OU game coming up as well. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, man, it's Small Friday, Big Thursday. However you want to term it, it is a time to go to Twin Peaks because, when you go over to Twin Peaks in October, every day is a celebration of one way or another. Tomorrow night is Bourbons and Brews, and if you haven't participated in Bourbon and Brews, what they do is bring down that top shelf stuff that you only look at in those dusty bottles, the pappies and the things that you go, that bottle's shaped like a racehorse. If you have never tried it, what a great opportunity to have the finest bourbons in the entire world. If bourbon's not your flow, go with the brews, local brews, specialty brews, all paired with a lingerie party, and that's all at all the Twin Peaks, and that's every Friday. Now, I don't even have to tell you about the TVs. Success is a matter of degrees, and 365 degrees of TVs, 180 degrees front to back TVs, and how about 29-degree cold beers? That's just part of the degrees of success that Twin Peaks offers. Every night there's a party. They got Dallas Cowboy jerseys to give away during Dallas Cowboy games. Ask your server for all the details there. Twin Peaks is the place to be, especially as the fall turns cool. You need a 29-degree cold beer and a fine game in front of you. That's Twin Peaks. Eats are spectacular. Drinks are icy cold, but why do we go? Let's not kid ourselves. It's those scenic views.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down!
It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right. Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right. Only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
From a fender bender to a total loss, Davis Law Firm has a team of expert attorneys ready to get you back on the road with the verdict or settlement you deserve. Y hablamos español. Want more? Call the Fours. Davis Law Firm, San Antonio, 444-4444.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
The UTSA Roadrunners open American Conference play Saturday night against the Rice Owls in the Alamo Dome. It's homecoming. It's UTSA's annual Hispanic Heritage Game. Tickets on sale starting at $24 at GoUTSA.com or call 210-458-8872. UTSA versus Rice presented by HEB. Kickoff 6:30. Upon exit, fans will receive Taco Cabana UTSA Football 15th Season Cups. Get your tickets now at GoUTSA.com because when we win, San Antonio wins.
It's football season and nothing beats fresh coffee, crisp air, and that locker room energy. Hey, it's Rob reminding you that Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit is just a phone call away. From Selma to San Antonio, it's luxury pet care for your four-legged MVP. With over 17,000 square feet of pet paradise, more than an acre of play outside, plus training and spa treatments, this is stadium fun for your furry family members. Call 210-750-1298. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit, where every pet's a champion.
It's October, which means it's Oktoberfest time, and Carb Oktoberfest is one of the best out there. It's here for a good time, not for a long time. Get it now at all your stores and in select accounts around San Antonio. Carb Oktoberfest.
Lowe's knows that free makes everything better. That's why our rewards members get free standard shipping on the things they want and need to get the job done every day. Savings for rewards members add up fast, so why wait? Join for free today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/shipping terms. Subject to change.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
I don't know if I should say congratulations on the tie. I mean, it beats one of the alternatives. I mean, so as a good football team, you guys had a tie with.
Yeah, and you've been asked a lot. Would you change the rules?
Again, would I change the rules? I don't know. I mean, I maybe would add a little bit more time to overtime. Again, I think at the end of the day, whether you win, lose, or tie, man, this league, there's always something humbling coming around the corner versus the next opponent, so you got to get ready.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game. Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Yo. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's your old sugar daddy here.
Whatever you like.
Victor Brown, your old sugar daddy.
Yeah.
You can't have nothing. All right. Morning Huddle 94.1, 723. The Giants and the Eagles tonight, Thursday night football.
This is funny. It's kind of like, as an Aggie, Texas OU weekend is just fun.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, yeah. And Eagles-Giants as a Cowboy fan is just fun. Listening to Saquon dig at the Giants and listen to Dayball dig at the Eagles. Dayball telling everybody, yeah, it looks to me, we've been watching a lot of film. A.J. Brown's open.
Yeah. There is something going on with the Eagles. Like, this is not the Eagles of the last couple of years. I think that this is going to end up being a pretty low-scoring game. I do not trust the offense of the Eagles, and I certainly don't trust the offense of the Giants.
Well,
I mean, the idea that last week they handed Saquon Barkley the ball like 6 times in a loss is so crazy.
Yeah, and, we've already seen the reaction to A.J. Brown getting upset, and then what, he had 10 targets the next week.
Yeah.
I think they're rather reactionary. I think the Eagles are going to get a lot of opportunities with the ball. I think they're just going to get the ball a lot. And they might only score on 40%, 50% of their possessions. But I think the Giants are just going to continue giving them the ball. I think they're going to get a lot of chances. I don't think they're going to be particularly effective, but I think when you have 9 chances a game and they score 4 times, 5 times, that's an ass whooping. I don't think it's going to be impressive. I think that Jackson Dart is going to get picked apart tonight. I think they're going to blitz him like crazy and force him to just do something stupid and then capitalize with a couple of tush pushes, and they're up 14-0 before you know it. Now Jackson Dart has to throw.
Yeah.
It could get out of hand. I'm not ready to throw the towel in on Philadelphia because I do think that every great team goes through a lull like this where you kind of start – you're so good it's hard to get up for the average game. I've been to the big games so much. I'm just trying to get there again. And it's easy to look bad when you're doing that because you're not clicking very well. And I think that applies to their coaching staff as much as anything. I mean, I've seen nothing ingenuitive from this team at all.
The Giants are 7.5-point home underdogs here.
Well, I'm not saying that I wouldn't bet the Giants. I just don't think that it's going to be I don't think it's going to be that close, at least by the eye. Now, it might have a close score, but these are 2 teams that are on entirely different levels.
I agree with that.
Even as bad as Philadelphia is or looks, they're 4 floors above the Giants.
But I think we can agree that there's something.
Oh yeah,
like for a 4-1 team.
We were saying this about.
There's just something doesn't feel
Kansas
right.
City, we said that all year long. They don't look right, but they took that all the way to the Super Bowl. That this is a team in Philadelphia that Jimmy's and Joe's are extraordinary. And yeah, they're stagnant right now. But they're stagnant. This is an RPP. Their problem is they're not giving Saquon the ball enough. Their problem is they're not giving A.J. Brown the ball enough. At least they have Saquon and A.J. to give the ball to. So when they do get it right, when they figure out how to get all these guys on the same page, look out because they're not right now, and they're still 4-1.
They are still 4-1. The thing is, though, the one just happened. They are showing they're vulnerable
right now, and there's teams that have never come out of this funk. There's teams that the personalities or whatever the case is. The last time Philadelphia was great, the last time they won a Super Bowl, the same thing happened. It just didn't feel right.
No, and this team, and losing the game last week to the Broncos, it wasn't like a blowout loss. It was a close game, but that's what every game the Eagles have played is a close game. The Eagles, with one coin flip switch, could be 0-5.
Yeah.
And we'd be talking about them the way we are the Ravens.
And I'm just not ready to throw in the towel on this Eagle team. There's just too many dudes that know how to win football games, and they still can get – and they still are the only team in football that gets 4 downs to get 10 yards. I mean, they legitimately use all 4 downs on a regular basis. So until that is proven to me that 3rd and short is always a guaranteed first down, it's just hard for me to go against them. Even though it's going to be ugly, I know they're capable of being relatively pretty if they just figure it out.
I do have some respect for the Giants defensively, at least. They do have a good pass rush. They are going to make things at least difficult for, Jalen Hurts is going to be able to hold on to the ball, certainly. But also, I mean, they just got their ass kicked by the New Orleans Saints. Jackson Dart is clearly a work in progress. If Jackson Dart's struggling against the Saints, imagine what he's going to look like against the Eagles. I just don't know. I think this is going to be a 1st to 20 type game.
I think it's going to be a little bit higher. What's the total?
Let's see what I bet it at 41.5.
Yeah, well, that to me is a little higher. I don't see
current total's 40.5.
I think the Eagles got 3 touchdowns in them, and I don't think the Giants do. So I think
so first to 20.
Yeah, I think so. That's legitimate, but I do think that the eye will not show. Well, the eye will show the difference in quality. The score might not, but I do think the eyes will show, just because this is the Super Bowl champion team, and I know that they've been a little banged up and they're a little, like I keep saying, stagnant, because that's the best word I can find for them. But there's nothing like a get-right game against an arch rival.
Yeah, it's also, first of all, it's hard to run away from anybody on the road. It's hard to run away from a division opponent on the road, and it's hard to run away when your offense just doesn't run away. If the Eagles win this by 8 points, which is what it would take to cover, that would be the most points they've won by all year.
Yeah.
They have every game the Eagles have played has been a one-score game this season.
I don't know what film I looked at where the Giants looked the worst, but I do know that watching the Cowboys march up and down the field on that Giant defense, I'd be looking at that film to see what the Cowboys did.
That's by far the worst the Giants defense
So, and did the Cowboys run the ball effectively? I think they did. I think Javonte had at least 80, 75 yards.
Javonte had almost 100 yards in that game, 97.
I think that we're going to see a healthy dose of Saquon in his old home turf, a little Jerry Jones thumbs up, if you will, for the Giant fan.
Okay. Yeah, Giants have they've been better at home. They were competitive with the Chiefs for most of that game at home until, the final score says 22-9. It wasn't ugly. It was an ugly loss, but they also won a game at home against the Chargers, their only win of the season.
Which was a huge win. I'm still shocked that happened.
Well, that's also what happens when you combine the only good thing the Giants have going for them, a great pass rush against a team that was missing both tackles.
There you go.
And that's how things work that way. The Eagles, the kind of underreported thing about the Eagles is their offensive line is not what it's been in the past several years. Like Pro Football Focus for the last, I think, 4 years, the Eagles have been the number one offensive line. And they are even run blocking offensive line. The Eagles now, their run block grade is, where are they? 20th.
Well, I think a majority of their rushing yards, at least in the last couple of weeks, have been on broken pass plays. So has Jalen led them in rushing? I think he did last week.
I think he did last week. Yeah.
If Saquon only had 6 carries, I have to assume that he did. Was Kelsey that important? They're stagnant. This is a team that's just not playing well, but nothing gets you back on track like a rivalry game on the road against a team that, quite frankly, ain't that good.
Yeah.
I just feel like unless New York, if New York does what you think they're going to do and keep it ugly, suddenly this side of the NFC East starts to look a little bit more available to the Cowboys. If you see the Eagles starting to stumble a little bit.
I'm sure the Commanders are licking their chops too.
So I think I'm all for seeing that. I just don't think that's where we are yet.
Yeah, I don't know that we're there either. All right, I got to tell you about L&S Pump Repair. Guys, if you are in the oil and gas game in San Antonio, and a lot of you are, San Antonio is the heart of this thing, man, in Texas. Over 90 oil and gas extraction businesses in the San Antonio and New Braunfels area. That means thousands of employees. That means hundreds of thousands of man hours, which means millions of dollars going in every single day. You cannot afford to have your equipment be down. You cannot afford equipment failure in the oil field ever. And L&S Pump Repair Machine Shop, they know the most important thing is keeping you working. They specialize in everything from saltwater disposal pumps to heavy-duty H pumps. They've got 24/7 on-site service. They're not just fixing the pumps. They're keeping your whole operation moving around the clock. They keep their parts stocked on site so repairs happen fast. You don't have to sit around waiting days for parts. That's a disaster. If you've got a knocking pump or you've got low flow, give L&S a call. They offer flat rate preventative maintenance. You can avoid surprises and keep your pumps running. 936-853-3810. That's 936-853-3810. L&S Pump Repair. Tell them AJ sent you. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Your commute definitely filling in early on 1604 eastbound Redland Road, Boulevardy Road. That is road work, and that's causing a 45-minute delay. Traffic is backed up to Stone Oak Parkway, so it looks like they're still diverting traffic onto the frontage road. Southwest side of town, 410 northbound, just past Ray Ellison. This wreck is only the left lane getting by, so start moving over. 15-minute delay, slow from Freeport. A stall at 90 westbound, the off-ramp to Nogalitos, blocking the exit ramp. They just cleared the stall at I-10 eastbound, past Trainer Hale. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay. Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for, from smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at the prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
Blue Star Tequila, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave. And you might be saying, well, why do I care when it's harvested? It allows the agave to be harvested while it's resting and out of the brutal heat. Benefits to workers who would normally work into the heat of the day. It's just better for the flavoring. And speaking of flavoring, it's 100% additive free. No flavoring, sweetening, or coloring added, and it's unfiltered. Live your life unfiltered and do it with Blue Star Tequila. Find Blue Star Tequila at Alamo City Liquors, Costco, Specs, and Total Wine.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text BAIL to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
Introducing the IHOP Value Menu, where all your breakfast faves are just $6 each every day. Where else can you get a big, filling, sit-down breakfast for only $6? Go to your happy plates with the $6 IHOP Value Menu. Available every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations.
L&S Pump Repair Machine Shop, your go-to for saltwater disposal and pump repairs, on-site service 24/7, parts on hand, and full pump packages ready to roll. Call L&S 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday evening at 6, the Aggies take on the Florida Gators. Presented by Just Pots. Pre-game at 5 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right. Beavis and Butthead here. All right, Morning Huddle 94.1. San Antonio's Sports Star. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in.
Did you see Arturo Gotti Jr.?
Yeah.
Wow, man.
That's terrible, man. Terrible news. He's young, too. He's like 19, I think.
17.
17. Oh, awful sight. Yeah, Arturo Gotti Jr. passing away yesterday. No, I mean, anybody 17, that's a disaster. But, yeah, apparently very similar to the way his dad was found.
Sadly.
So, all right. We got my man on. Oh, he's un poquito, he says.
We're putting the wires together, getting that squirrel fed so we can get that wheel turning.
That's right. All right. We'll talk to Rod Babers here in a moment. As soon as Vic gives me a thumbs up.
And
all right,
and
he does. Vic does give me the thumbs up.
That was the
indeed.
Jerry Jones thumbs up. That wasn't the.
Yeah, that was.
You got to use the other fingers.
Yeah,
I
just forgot which one of my fingers I wanted to get to my fans.
The wrong one, so I gave him both.
Let's bring him on. First time he's come on, at least on this show with us, Rob. And this is a guy that I did radio with for a long time. Guy who was in the NFL, he calls himself a lifetime Longhorn. And
but for his choice of schools, an excellent human being.
Yeah, currently working at on Texas football. Mr. Rod Babers joins us on the program. Rod, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Good to talk to you, Hoffa Beast. Thanks for having me. Nice to meet you, Rob.
Rod, you've been on the show a couple times in the afternoon when I was sitting with Minnick, so we've talked in the past. It's just you never had to put on an alarm to get in with me in the morning.
There you go.
Well, good to talk to you again.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to have you back.
All right, Rob, we want to get into Texas OU with you because certainly you know that game well. That game basically maybe defined your career. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I got to ask you first about what's going on at Texas right now and what's the vibe around the program. Texas was, and I said this last year. I said Texas fan is going to rue the day that they ran Quinn Ewers out of town with a pitchfork, and that's what it felt like last year. It was like, oh, he's never going to be good enough. Like nothing he could have done short of winning a title was good enough. And Texas fan was like, oh, get him out of here. And now they've got this, and it feels like, man, Quinn Ewers would be doing a lot better right now. Texas would be a lot better right now with Quinn Ewers at the helm than they are with Arch Manning. Do you feel differently about that?
Yeah, and of course, you had a veteran Quinn Ewers coming back. I think your offense would be clicking a lot better. I mean, the thing is, the offense is a lot different now, right? I mean, last season, you had an offense that was predicated on the RPOs, getting rid of the football quickly. Quinn had one of the quickest times to throw in all of college football. Now you're looking at Arch. Arch holds onto the ball on average 3.2 seconds, gives the pass rush a lot, obviously a lot more opportunities to get to the opposing quarterback. Also, they have more vertical routes downfield with Quinn. His strength was not the vertical passing game. It was more the short to intermediate passing game. But with Arch, he loves the deep ball, right? Chicks dig the long ball, and so does Arch. That's what I always say. And he's completing over 45% of his deep passes 20 yards or more down the field, and that's great, but they do need to kind of marry the quick game and the deep vertical routes and the deep passing game together, and they're not doing that very well. And the biggest problem is they miscalculated how good their pass protection would be, guys. Their offensive line, the biggest thing they're missing is actually not Quinn. I mean, Quinn, trust me, they had Quinn back, and I'm with you. I agree with you, AJ. Everything you're saying is right. They did not appreciate Quinn because they wanted the Arch Manning era to start immediately, and now they're like, oh-ish. The Arch Manning era is not what we thought it was going to be. But this O-line, guys, they lost 4 starters on the O-line, and that is the biggest issue because Arch was under pressure versus Florida damn near 60% of the time. The 9 sacks they've allowed this year, guys, 8 of those have been just 4 or 3-man standard rushes. They cannot protect him right now, so he's scrambling a lot more, he's running a lot more, and he's a lot more exposed. So the biggest issue, yes, they do miss Quinn, no doubt about that. The biggest issue right now is that you got some wet toilet paper on the O-line. You got to fix it right away.
Well, Rod, is that Quinn Ewers playbook still around? I mean, if you don't have a line, you need to get rid of the ball fast. Why don't we go back to those kind of plays? It seems like you just described the problem. He's successful deep ball, so he's holding the ball too long and getting hammered while he's waiting for the guys to break open. It feels like the complaints that I'm hearing about Sark's play calling might be, are they warranted?
They are warranted. There's no doubt. I think I put out there a tweet because a coach once told me, Ray Horton, who coached me in the league, he said, "Listen, football and life are both constant struggles, balancing what you want to be in order to thrive and what you need to be in order to survive." I know what Sark wants to be. He wants to air it out. He wants to chunk the deep ball, show off that arm talent of Arch Manning. But what you need to be right now with your O-line is probably a short, quick passing game, and then mix in, kind of sprinkle in those vertical shots. They asked him about this, Rob, yesterday, actually. They asked him about it at the media availability, and apparently Stark said, there are different types of offenses, and this offense he is trying to showcase the vertical passing game because that's a strength of Arch's, and he talked about the strength of Quinn being a short intermediate passing game. Mm-hmm. He did not say, though, that he was going to modify this offense, and if he doesn't do it, he's going to get his quarterback killed versus Oklahoma.
All right, let's talk about this Oklahoma game. This is an opportunity, I think, for Arch to either, make up for all that's gone wrong so far this year. But it's also, if it goes the wrong way, it could be a time where the entirety of the fan base turns against him. And you were around during the Chris Sims era, and you saw how important this game is. Hell, you had an interception in this game that basically means you drink for free in Austin the rest of your life. How important is Saturday to Arch?
It's huge. I mean, that's what legacies are built on, right? I mean, Chris Sims won a lot of games at Texas. We won 11 games my last 2 years, but everybody calls Chris Sims a bum and that he's trash at Texas because he didn't win the big games, right? Didn't beat Oklahoma, didn't win the Big 12 championship game. So that's what Longhorn fans remember. So, yeah, this is part of the legacy games for Arch Manning. And I think it's going to be big because basically, they're a one-man show right now. He's leading the team in rushing, and he's getting better. That Florida game showed you he's tough. All right, he's a tough mofo. He may not be developmentally where they want him to be, but he's tough as nails. He's got grit. He's got some testicular fortitude. So you build on what performance last game versus Florida with him, and you got to figure out a way to run the football. Because right now, guys, they can't block. And I know I say that in a very casual way, but they can't block. They had 15 yards rushing from the running back versus Florida, and they allowed 34 pressures versus Florida. So they can't pass block or run block. It's really hard to play football when you can't do those things. And it's really hard to play quarterback when your O-line can't do those things. So right now, they're kind of a one-man show. So scramble drills got to be great. They're going to need the quarterback running game, and they're going to need some trick plays and some deception to get over on this Oklahoma defense because it's the best defense they faced this year. I think Ohio State's a little bit better personnel-wise, but I think right now they make more plays than the Ohio State defense does.
That front seven is tough. All right, so let's talk about OU and the offense. Now, I thought Texas defense was pretty good. At least that's what I thought I'd seen for a couple of games, not quite as much last week. Tell us about the defense. Are they as good as we thought, and how far away are they from getting back to where we saw just a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, great question. I'm not sure if that was an outlier performance or if that's, more of what's to come from the Texas defense. We'll see, because Oklahoma's offense is not without John Mateer. That's the question, guys. Will John Mateer play? The propaganda is out there. I don't know if you guys heard the Chipotle story. That's out there. I mean, they got all kind of stuff, and I think Brent Venables is playing into it right now. I talked to my man Fozzie Whitaker, who does ESPN stuff, does the games, and he did the Oklahoma-Kent State game, and he said that John Mateer, who wasn't playing, they said before the game, he's not playing, he had surgery, he dressed fully out and ran out onto the field. And just wanted to be, he didn't take any snaps, anything. He just wanted to be out there with his teammates. Like, he's that kind of dude, right? He's never, I think he'd been to the Texas OU game once, and it was during COVID years. So from what I hear, he's one of them dudes that's a little off, and if he could go, I think he's going to try to go. And if he goes, they're going to lose. It's just that simple. I mean, he got that dog in him, and right now they can – I look at the Florida offense. I think they were right outside the top 100 in rushing. That's where Oklahoma is. Oklahoma's basically in the same spot where Florida is. So they're looking at that Florida game plan saying, if Florida can do it, then maybe we can push this defensive front around too. I think the defense will bounce back. I got a low-scoring game, so I think the defense is going to bounce back because they had an embarrassing performance versus Florida. The question is, the secondary, they got to make sure they don't give up anything cheap. But Michael Hawkins, from what I'm told, I talked to Barry Trammell, and Barry Trammell said he's picking Texas just because he thinks Michael Hawkins is going to start. So that should tell you everything you need to know.
Well, tell me what happened with the defense on Saturday, because that's a Florida team that had not done much against anybody all season long, and then they just wore Texas out. I mean, it wasn't something that happened over time. They drove the ball down the field right away, just rammed it down them. What was wrong with the Texas defense last week?
Oh man, a lot, right? You had guys taking on blocks with the wrong shoulder. You had, what they call it, football Eskimo bros, two guys in the same gap, right? You had guys who were not tackling really well. That was a big part of it too. I mean, they gave up 160 yards after the catch. They gave up 94 yards after contact. So essentially half the yards they gained were either after contact or after the catch. So just like the basic fundamentals failed them on offense where they couldn't block anybody, they couldn't tackle really on defense. And I don't know where that came from, the bad tackling, bad angles to the football. And ultimately, they didn't come out to play. They just didn't come ready to play. They were not focused. And PK, who's been one of the best D coordinators in the country, got out-coached in that game. They didn't really throw it deep until they had to. Texas tried everything to stop the run. They brought 8-man boxes. They went to a 3-4. They went to a 4-3. They brought the 3 safety package, the big nickel. Nothing worked to stop that Florida run game. And ultimately, they just decided to just load the box. And when they did, Florida took them downtown a couple of times. So ultimately, Texas got out-coached and outplayed. There's really no way to describe it other than that.
Okay, let's look at worst-case scenario here. Let's say that Arch just continues, whether his fault, play calling, offensive line, whatever the case is, it just keeps getting worse. Is there a plan B? Can Sark afford to sit him for a minute, a game, a couple games, and bring him back, or will he, or maybe for the rest of the year if things just go bad, or are those two just tied together, and no matter what, those guys got to rough it through the season?
Hey, listen, now you can't be, if you Sark now, you're playing games with your reputation at this point, right? I mean, let's look at Quinn, right? Quinn's a 5-star quarterback, came in, one of the highest-rated quarterbacks in the history of college recruiting, and a lot of people believe he underachieved being drafted in the 7th round, right, where he was drafted. So some people believe developmentally there was a disconnect. And now you're going to take Arch Manning, and then Sark's going to also say, hey, I wasn't able to get it done with this guy too. I got questions at that point about the reputation of a quarterback guru. So I think Sark's going to stick with Arch, and he's going to ride this thing all the way. Because not only that, you don't want to upset the Manning camp and have a Manning transfer that also could just blow back in your face. He's got some talented quarterbacks behind him. I mean, this kid, that Matthew Caldwell, is actually a pretty good backup. And they have this kid, KJ Lacey, who they love, by the way. He's actually taken over for Trey Owens, who was their 3rd-string quarterback, but now this freshman coming in is kind of taking over that, and Dia Bell coming in the future. The future looks really bright at quarterback. But, man, if you fail with a Manning, can you imagine the blowback about your reputation as a supposed quarterback guru? I think Sark's got to be real careful and delicate with this situation.
This game on Saturday feels more important than the typical OU game because it feels like if Texas loses this game, the season is almost lost. It'd be hard to project Texas even competing with Georgia late in the season. I think A&M is certainly right now, at least on paper, a better football team. Like, is this game like really an indicator of whether this season is going to be a total bust or have some life?
No doubt, Alpha Bees. I said it the other day on the live stream. I said it's a turning point. This is it. Whether I think you could end up losing some of the locker room here, I think you could end up losing a lot of the fans here in terms of their interest, and it would definitely be considered a disappointing season if you end up, 3-3 here at basically the midpoint of the season. So I'm with you 100%. And so we'll see what product we get from this team. I think they'll bounce back. I don't know about the offense because the offense has had a lot of issues even prior to the Florida game, but the defense was supposed to lead the way. That was really the most surprising and most mind-boggling thing about the Florida performance was the defense. Nobody expected the defense to get punked and get essentially humiliated like that on a big stage. So I think they'll bounce back on defense, and that'll keep the game low-scoring. But ultimately, guys, it's a toss-up. I mean, Texas could – I think it's a 50-50 shot Texas could win this game or lose this game with Mateer or without Mateer, just because the lines of scrimmage are so questionable, and the O-line, guys, the O-line has not looked as bad at Texas you might have to go back to that 2009. Remember that game, 2009, the Big 12 title game, Hoffa Beast, where the Ndamukong Suh just ragged off Coleman Court for 4 quarters?
Oh, yes.
That's kind of what it felt like. It looked like a little bit.
Oh, boy. All
now,
right.
Now, one last thing. The change to the kick, the 3:30 kick, certainly, is it better for the fans or worse?
I think it's actually. I think it's better.
I think so.
I mean, I hate the too early. The 11 a.m. is way too early, man. You're drinking beers at like 6 a.m. It's kind of creepy. But with the late kickoff, people are worried about safety and other stuff like that. So I think you might hit the sweet spot. I'm cool with it.
What's your favorite treat up there at the fair? What do you like to eat there?
Oh man, got to get the corn dog, man. The corny dog.
Yes.
Hey, every time I'm up there, man, it just calling my name every time.
I'm with you. I don't even like corn dogs, but up there it just hits different.
I'm down.
That is Rod Babers from On Texas
Great
Football.
stuff, man.
Appreciate the insight, brother. Good to talk to you. Let's get in touch. Let's get ourselves a beer down the road, and enjoy the game this weekend, man.
Appreciate you guys. Anytime, Hoffa Beast, holler at me.
All right,
Thank
that's
you.
Rod Babers. From On Texas
Like I said,
Football.
apart from its choice of schools, what a fantastic guy.
What a guy,
He overcame a lot.
What a guy. All right. We'll look at it. I guess we'll kind of get down on what he had to say on the other side of this thing, talk about that a little bit, and we'll start talking about the Cowboys game coming up this weekend. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM, Floresville.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders.
Eli Manning here. There's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. There's something about those soft, fluffy, irresistible King's Hawaiian Sliders that make them a winner on game day. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. King's Hawaiian. There's nothing like it.
All right, Texas fan, you headed north up 35 to head up to that Red River rivalry. What are you doing with your babies while you're out of town, headed up to Dallas in the Fair Park area? You better be dropping them on Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits front door. They're right on your way out of town. They'll be waiting for you when you come back in. Listen, if you've got pets, you know the problems of heading out of town. You want someone to take care of your animals that you can trust, that you know will do the very best by you and your babies. And I recommend full-heartedly Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. They've got everything you need for your luxury resort for your dogs. Temperature-controlled suites, play yards, a splash pad on those hot days, and if you're out of town for a while, all the inside stuff you're looking for. Wonderfully appointed kennels. You got the video there for them. You got nighttime tuck-ins, even stories to be taken care of. And if your dog needs a little bit of training, a little bit of extra help, they've got that too. Look, the most important thing you can do for me is, and offer me is my trust, your trust. Take care of my babies, and Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit will take care of your dogs. They'll be happy when you get there, but more happy when you drop them off and pick them up. That's what I love about Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. My dogs love going there. They'll pamper your pups and take care of them like you would. Here's their number. It's 210-750-1298. Go to mybunkinbiscuit.com for all the details on booking and all you need. Look, if you're looking for the resort to take care of your babies at least as well as you would, that's Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits. My place should be your place. Take them there. I know you're going to thank me later.
When it comes to keeping your pumps running smooth, L&S Pump Repair has you covered. 24/7 on-site service for saltwater disposal and pump repairs. From Quintaplex to H-Pumps, they've got parts ready and the skills to get you back in the game fast. Need a whole new pump package? L&S builds custom skid packages too. Don't let knocking pumps or slow flow slow you down. Call L&S Pump Repair 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Imagine owning coastal land with ocean views and world-class fishing just off Matagorda Bay. Well, dream no more. This Saturday, October 11th, mark your calendars for our fall one-day coastal land sale at Driftwood Shores at Wolf Point. We're unveiling incredible coastal properties. We're talking 1+ acres with ocean access for just $49.9 and waterfront properties starting at just $99.9. Wow! This gated community boasts a waterfront resort-style pool and cabana, your own boat slip and launch with paved roads and underground utilities. It's all happening this Saturday, October 11th. Unbeatable values. 1+ acre with ocean access, just $49.9. Texas coastal waterfront properties from $99.9. Call now for your private tour at 210-853-0389. Excellent financing is available. Call 210-853-0389. That's 210-853-0389.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
Blue Star Tequila, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave. And you might be saying, well, why do I care when it's harvested? It allows the agave to be harvested while it's resting and out of the brutal heat. Benefits to workers who would normally work into the heat of the day. It's just better for the flavoring. And speaking of flavoring, it's 100% additive free. No flavoring, sweetening, or coloring added, and it's unfiltered. Live your life unfiltered and do it with Blue Star Tequila. Find Blue Star Tequila at Alamo City Liquors, Costco, Specs, and Total Wine.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Twin Peaks hand-stretched flatbreads are coming in hot. Close out your night with a win. These favorite flatbreads are available during late night hours for a steal. Get to Twin Peaks and score one for just $9 from 10 to close, Sunday through Thursday.
L&S Pump Repair Machine Shop, your go-to for saltwater disposal and pump repairs, on-site service 24/7, parts on hand, and full pump packages ready to roll. Call L&S 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Your commute definitely filling in early on 1604 eastbound Redland Road, Boulevardy Road. That is road work, and that's causing a 45-minute delay. Traffic is backed up to Stone Oak Parkway, so it looks like they're still diverting traffic onto the frontage road. Southwest side of town, 410 northbound, just past Ray Ellison. This wreck is only the left lane getting by, so start moving over. 15-minute delay, slow from Freeport. A stall at 90 westbound, the off-ramp to Nogalitos, blocking the exit ramp. They just cleared the stall at I-10 eastbound, past Trainer Hale. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
The Spurs are 2-0 in the preseason as they beat the Miami Heat last night, 112-107. Keldon Johnson led the way with 19 points, while Wemby had 10, 4, 5, 2, and 22 minutes. Yeah, that's it. Spurs return home tomorrow night playing the Utah Jazz. In the WNBA, the Las Vegas Aces led by 17, won by 2 with Aja Wilson's shot with .3 left. The Aces now lead the series 3-0. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. How we doing, everybody? How we doing?
Good.
Rob and AJ on a small
How are you?
Friday. I'm good, man. We got big plans tomorrow, Rob and I do. Make a little road trip, little roadie.
I'll go anywhere for some good food.
Oh,
This is not.
yeah.
No, I'm a ride or die. This is not something I would have ever considered doing at any point in my life. I'm just going to be free.
3
honest.
hours to eat.
But we're going to hit some. What, 3 joints now?
3 barbecue
Three barbecue
spots.
joints in one day.
Oh yeah.
That car's going to smell good.
Oh yes.
I don't know what the smell will look like on the way home.
That's something to worry about down the road.
I'm bringing Funyuns.
All right.
They smell better on the way out than they do on the way in.
Yeah. The good thing is we probably won't have to have many car snacks because we'll probably be like we'll probably be full all damn day.
It'll be it's gonna be fun.
Now the question is, what are we gonna listen to?
I don't know. I'm making a mixtape.
Okay. Yeah. I was wondering about that. I was wondering if you were gonna have something prepared for the
Mixtape, of course.
for the occasion.
Mid '80s disco classic.
Yes. Yacht rock.
Yacht rock.
1984 to 1986.
Well, that was all of Yacht Rock. That was it. That was the totality right there.
All right.
Before I want to do something real quick.
Okay.
San Antonio, there's a lot of people today woke up sad. One of the pillars of San Antonio's high school scene passed away yesterday, Joe Cortez. I never played for him. Hadn't coached at Central Catholic. I'm going to throw some numbers out that San Antonio lost yesterday. Coach Cortez coached at Central for a long time. Won 10 TCI state championships, 23 district championships, won city championships in 65, 66, and 75. Also compiled a baseball coaching record of 300 wins and 210 losses, and won district as a football coach after never knowing absolutely nothing about football back in 61. There are people that are walking the streets from here to D.C. and around the world that were built by a man like Joe Cortez. Coaches matter.
Yeah,
He mattered.
no doubt, man.
He changed the city, and he's part of the bedrock. He's going to be greatly missed. Great man.
And he
Great
was
man.
how old?
He died at 94.
Okay, good run at least.
Oh, good run. He was on Facebook last week.
Jeez, man.
Just a great, great man. What a genuine loss for our city.
Yeah, that is it sounds like that's a man of many talents.
And just, you coach like that, and you get the effect of hundreds and hundreds of personalities and men that you build that go off and run our city and run our corporations and just built this city. I get choked up because in the brief interactions I had with him, he changed my life. He really did. Just a wonderful, wonderful person.
That is awesome. Well, it sucks to. I say it's awesome. It
No,
sucks
man,
when those guys
a
die.
life well lived. We celebrate the man.
D. Wayne, what do you think of this, Rob? When the national media talks about and is buzzing about Texas Tech more than AJ and Rob on a Texas-based station, you know there is so much jealousy.
Who's jealous?
You and I, apparently.
Over Tech?
Over Texas Tech success. Listen, D.
No,
Wayne.
I'm not jealous, brother.
D. Wayne, listen, man. Texas Tech is playing incredible football right now. They are lined up to do big things in the Big 12, and that is awesome. But Rob cheers for the Texas A&M Fighting Aggies that are 5-0 in the SEC and have a win over Notre Dame. I don't really. I have no loyalty to any college football team. There's no one's here
to Tech.
jealous. Yeah, Rob went to Tech.
Listen, take your chip off your shoulder. I know what it's like inside that Lubbock County. And yes, you have been the little brother to a variety of schools for a long time. You're not that anymore. We talked about the change in the college football atmosphere over the last couple of years and how North Carolina went one direction. They spent all their money on a coach. Well, Tech decided, let's go acquire talent in any way possible. And they are the positive side of this. Tech decided we want to be great at sports, whether it be women's softball, women's basketball, whatever it might be. We are going to pay for the best talent to come here. And guess what? It has worked on every front. Congratulations, Tech.
And dude, they've got a chance to do big things. They might go unbeaten in the regular season. They've already They've already won the toughest game on their schedule, I think, which was at Utah, which in a way speaks to their strength of schedule. But that's life in the Big 12.
Yeah.
Does it mean I don't know what that means will happen to them when we see them up against a high level competition? I don't know, But no, I don't think there's any jealousy over Tech. I'm happy to see him having some success.
Absolutely. No, this is, again, they can be the rulers of the wasteland. Take over the Big 12, rule the place, because the table's set. You're in an ideal situation. You've got money. You've got a good bit of momentum. You've got great young coaches across the board. Hey, go get it. As long as my interests don't interrupt or interfere with your interests, hey, go with God. Now, you come to College Station, we're going to have a different conversation, but
it's very
such is life.
It's very difficult to balance. Everybody's got to talk. You've got to talk about everybody's favorite
and be
team.
nice to them at the same time.
If you don't say good, and I don't want you talking about my team coming off a loss.
Well,
but like, why didn't you talk about us when things were good?
Let's be truthful about Tech. And I think in the back of everybody's mind is you're going to have to, and Utah, heck, that was a great win.
It was.
But at some point, we're going to have to see you beat somebody. And the sad thing about that is you're not going to face the level of competition that everybody wants you to see and beat until the playoffs. And by that point, the competition is going to be pretty damn stiff.
Well, they played against an FBS team or an FCS team in Arkansas Pine Bluff. They played against Kent State, who is the worst, FBS team in the country, and they played against Oregon State, which is literally a corpse at this point.
Yeah,
that was their non-conference, so it's hard to glean how good they are. I don't really know. Like I said, that Utah win impressed me. That's when I started to say, okay, this team might actually be good. And as I've seen what's happened to the rest of the Big 12, I think Texas Tech is the best team in the Big 12.
Hard to believe it.
I guess that game at Arizona State, which I'm not an Arizona State believer, but the game at Arizona State in 2 weeks is going to have a lot to say about that. But, I don't think there's any hating on them. We try to, and see, Colby says, for being home of the Aggies, this station does spend way too much time talking about UT. I mean, for Texas is playing Oklahoma. It's a huge game this weekend. This is...
We're not Aggie propaganda. I'd like it to be.
This
I'd like
isn't
it to be
like
24-hour A&M football, but no.
This isn't Rob and I talking about who our favorite teams are. This is what the broad interest is in. And, yeah, we carry the Aggie games on our radio station. We've talked about plenty of Aggie football. This is the most Aggie football that's been warranted talking about in a long time.
And when I first got here, we did carry Tech. We carried Tech, and I hate to tell you guys, no one cared.
Yeah.
I mean, times are different now. I mean, the circumstances have changed. But 10 years ago when I got here, Tech was a regular. We had them on, but there was just not a lot of alumni support around this part of the world. And there certainly is now.
Yeah.
And it should be.
B. Wilson says Tech has been arguably the most consistent team in college football this year. And you could argue that for sure, but they've also played a lesser schedule than the Alabamas and the
with this success
Miamis,
now,
et cetera.
As we've been talking about Jeff Traylor being a candidate for gigs, so is Joey McGuire. So Tech, you spent a lot of money on players. It's going to be very, very soon. You're going to have to pony up even more money for McGuire because I hear that Arkansas is going to give him a call if they haven't already, and I think there's some other schools around the country.
The good thing is Tech's got some money now in their pockets.
Absolutely.
Like,
So
they may be willing to invest in that.
Not maybe. They better. I mean, they have lightning in a bottle right now. Don't let it escape. And McGuire knows that too. So I bet he leverages it to as much as he can get.
Yeah. Hugo says, yeah, I'm sure AJ would love to talk about the Bills all day, but they're variety sports talkers. Well, the good thing about the Bills is I'll talk about the Bills when they're actually worth talking about. But most years you won't hear me talk much about them because I don't want to talk about them. And when they're sitting at 4-7, you're not gonna be getting twisting the knife on me to talk about them. I'm good. I'm good not talking about them. No, we try to talk about what's at the front of the interest of our audience for the most part, and the more massive parts of our audience. Most of the people who listen to this, if you're a college football fan, are either a Texas fan or an A&M fan. Now, I know there's a lot of UTSA alum, but I also know that if you're a UTSA fan, you probably grew up cheering for either Texas or Texas A&M, so you probably have more of a loyalty to one of those than the other. And it's just that's the way it is, man.
Incarnate Word fans, sadly, we don't care about you.
Yeah. DVS says, let's talk about pets. First hour. Go back.
You have to.
You missed that. You missed that
all.
part of the show. Yeah. All right. The Dallas Cowboys back in action on Sunday against the Carolina Panthers on the road. I don't know. I don't know how sustainable what we've seen with this offense is. It's starting to feel like the offense, this is the real thing. How many games can you win when your defense is what it is? it's going to be week to week. I mean, luckily last week they played the Jets. The Jets absolutely stink. Literally everybody else has had their way with them with this defense. Carolina they're not awful.
Anybody who uncorks a 30-0 game, I don't care who you beat, where you beat them in the NFL, to shut somebody out and score 30 points at the same time. No, you're not off.
And they are 2-0 at home. They have not lost a home game. They beat the Falcons and the Dolphins. But let's also admit, the Cowboys aren't on some tier that's like way above where the Falcons are. Like the Cowboys they're a middle of the road ass team. This is not a gimme game for Dallas.
It's a nightmare scenario. It's a nightmare scenario because
you don't get a lot of credit if you beat the Panthers.
Right, exactly. It's a non-district game. You know, you're not playing against somebody you hate. You're playing against a team you see about once every 10 years with a backdrop of, I don't even know who the hell the Panthers are. I mean, you can take the film from Atlanta and go, my gosh, against a bad team, they can move the ball. Bryce actually looks like an NFL quarterback. Then you could look at the film from last week and go, oh, this shouldn't be tough at all. So I feel like the trap game part of this is the road. All of this kind of combines to a situation where if the Cowboys can roll in and just do what they've been doing, they'll be in it at the end. That doesn't mean they're going to win the game. And doing what they're doing means the ball is going to have to move. You're going to have to score some points. And they've done that quite well. And I don't think they're going to have that many problems moving the ball, even with the offensive line issues, which they've already dealt with. But my concern is the defense is going to let Carolina play with them all day long. They're going to be close. And at some point, history tells me that Dak's going to have a 2-interception kind of game.
Yeah. That is coming.
It feels like this is the kind of week it happens.
Yeah. I think that the Cowboys need to probably at some point force a turnover.
Which hasn't come often.
Or a big special teams play. And the game that the Panthers really got their ass kicked in this year was when they played the Patriots, and the Patriots had a huge punt return that just totally swung the momentum of the game and ended up being a blowout. And that's hard to do with Turpin out. And he's not going to play this weekend. They've already announced he's not going to play. So that's a big loss. I think this is going to be a good game. This is not a normally, and I think it's also, I cheer for the Dallas Cowboys. Of course, the Carolina Panthers are a garbage franchise. We're going to roll over them. I would be very careful thinking that.
I completely agree, man. Here's one thing that I think as the season's going to go on, we're going to continue talking about it, and we've already seen it. The one thing the Cowboys will have an advantage in every game this year, which makes you feel a little bit better, is the way that Aubrey not only is capable of hitting the 70 or 65, the threat there, but the kickoff game.
Yes.
The way that the Cowboys just have dominated the special teams facet of every football game they've played, because with every score, he is a master of placing the ball right there at the 2-yard line. So,
but he did have a mistake last week.
He
it
missed
didn't
an
matter.
extra point. I mean, but the special teams side of this just gives the Cowboys the additive advantage of, we don't got to be great. We just got to be within 65 yards, and we can put points on the board. And that gives you a little bit of a safety net offensively. And it does change the way you call games when you feel comfortable that at worst case I'm going to pull a field goal out of it. Now, you just brought up the thing that worries me. On the other side of our special teams victories has been Turpin is such a weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, we're starting the average. I don't know what the average starting line of scrimmage for the Cowboys is, but it's 35 to 40-yard line. I mean, and everybody gets 35 for the most part, but that extra 5 is hard to come by. And then you only need 20 yards, and you can start thinking field goal. It makes your offensive play call so much easier.
No doubt. And remember, this Cowboys team went last year to Carolina and blew them out pretty late in the season. That was a game where Carolina just could not run the ball to save their lives. That was also a 2-sack game for Micah Parsons, R.I.P. You're not going to get one of those again this year.
And you could get, Dowdle, player of the week. And you want to talk about a team that is not ready to take on a former player. They could unleash Dowdle on them. I mean, it's not impossible to see 120 yards on the ground for Dowdle if they really get into a situation where they can just control the flow of the game.
But I do think that this is an important game for the Cowboys season because if you lose this game, now you're below 500, you're starting off a run where you play Washington and Denver, like you're getting into some tougher teams in your schedule. You have to take advantage of these. Like we said this at the beginning of the season. The Cowboys had to take advantage of playing some bad teams early. They played the Giants, Bears, Jets, and Panthers in the first 6 weeks. Well, Giants, you got to win. Bears, you lost. Jets, you won. And I mean, quite frankly, the tie against Green Bay is maybe a positive thing. If you beat Carolina, you've probably started this season off better than you could have expected, quite frankly.
Oh, my gosh. I don't think anybody would have said in week 6 that you were even close. Best case in my mind, 2-4.
Yeah,
I mean, that's really where I thought we'd be to start things off. And, and then it was going to get tough. In my heart of hearts, I think the Cowboys should roll in and should play a pretty good football game. I don't think that they're too worried about Carolina. They're more worried about themselves, and that's what I kind of like to hear. I'd rather them feel like we got to get right with ourselves, and it doesn't matter who we're playing. And I do think that Shoddy's got them going that way, and it certainly does help to wake up knowing that your quarterback is playing as good as any quarterback in the NFL, that all things failing, this guy at least is dialed in, and he'll help me get it done if I can just do my job. I'm trying to play devil's advocate, but the fact of that is, if Shoddy is what he's saying, and they're doing the way, and they're acting and doing the way that he is acting and doing, this should be the kind of win that Shoddy can hang his hat on and go, this is what I've been talking about, guys.
Yep. All right, when we come back, we'll register someone to go up to the Cowboys-Commanders game next weekend. And all you got to do is play a little game that we call The Stat is Right. We'll do that coming up next. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
How you feeling this morning? Anything painful keeping you out of life? And I'm talking about those kind of lower back injuries, those strains, those sprains, those painful things that make you go, I'm just not going to do that anymore. I'm just not going to go and walk around all day because my feet hurt too much from plantar fasciitis. Or I cannot go help my kid move this weekend because that frozen shoulder just won't allow me to do it. If the pain is keeping you out of things that you need to get done in life, stop. Because I'll tell you what, there's a fix like you might not have ever considered. It's called a Rosti. A Rosti is a method. It is a way of getting you out of pain. And let me tell you, if you haven't experienced an Rosti treatment, you really haven't. You won't understand until you do it, because this is not like your typical medical visit. It has nothing to do with pills or medication to hide or dull the pain. Certainly not surgery to prolong the rehab process. This is your body fixing itself in ways you might not have considered. You go into an Rosti provider, you get a full evaluation. They're going to check you out from top to bottom to figure out exactly why you're in pain. And a lot of times, in my case specifically, the pain was manifested in a place where the problem was not. My back hurt, but the problem was my hamstrings. That's why a Rosti works, and they work fast, under 4 visits. They accept most insurances, and here's the good news. You don't need a referral. You can get in today. Write the number down. It's 1-800-404-6050. Listen, don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. Let a Rosti take care of you. Go to Rosti.com. You'll see what I'm talking about, and when you do, thank me later.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday at noon. The Cowboys are in Charlotte taking on the Carolina Panthers at Bank of America Stadium. Pregame starts at 11. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
The UTSA Roadrunners open American Conference play Saturday night against the Rice Owls in the Alamo Dome. It's homecoming. It's UTSA's annual Hispanic Heritage Game. Tickets on sale starting at $24 at GoUTSA.com or call 210-458-8872. UTSA versus Rice, presented by HEB. Kickoff 6:30. Upon exit, fans will receive Taco Cabana UTSA Football 15th Season Cups. Get your tickets now at GoUTSA.com, because when we win, San Antonio wins.
How about them Cowboys? We rise as one in Texas, sporting handed-down silver and blue jerseys. We come together for America's team every time they take the field. So let's share a round of Jim Beam and lemonade on game day together, because people are good for you, especially for us in Cowboys country. Presented by Jim Beam, bringing fans together across Cowboys country. 40% alcohol by volume. Copyright 2024, James B. Beam Distilling Company, Claremont, Kentucky. Drink smart.
Hi, My name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
NCE General Contractors, based in San Antonio, is one of the fastest growing nationwide general contractors with a focus on commercial new construction, design build projects, building renovations, tenant finish outs, site upgrades, and building maintenance. NCE President Brian Ehrlich's a former Madison quarterback and proud to support high school football in San Antonio, building relationships first and buildings that last. Learn more about NCE General Contractors online at ncegc.co. That's ncegc.co.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has all the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats right at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy teams synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month. LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication, report scams, and update your software. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information and fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. Start your protection today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
American woman, stay away from Vic. American woman, unless you really thick.
Oh, right. See, look.
Yeah.
That's good. Hey. Good credit where it's due.
You missed the best part where I said, if you can't fit through my door, I don't want to see your face no more.
There you go. That sounds like a Spinal Tap song. Big Bottom.
Oh, yeah, baby. All right. Morning Huddle 94.1, San Antonio Sports Star.
Mud Flaps, baby. She's got them.
That's right. All right.
What do we got?
You know what we got. We got a little game called The Stat is Right.
It's now time for the next contestant on The Stat is Right. Introducing your host, the guy with the most, the mustache that kills, AJ Barker.
Thank you, Robbie. Come on down. Our next contestant on The Stat is Right. You are going to have a chance to win these tickets against the Washington Commanders. It's a very simple game. Very simple game. We have a stat every week that we play this game. And this week's stat is, how many yards will Javonte Williams, which, by the way, on the broadcast, the radio broadcast, they kept calling him Cavante Williams.
It's a J.
I was like, no, that's a different guy. Yeah, maybe Brad Sham's going.
Yeah.
He's going sleepy Brad on us.
Got a few.
He needs some breathers.
Cavante.
You got to be around for 3 years before Brad even knows who you are.
So, however many, your guess on how many yards Javonte Williams will have rushing against the Carolina Panthers. The closest person at the end of the week is going to win a pair of tickets to go see the Cowboys and the Commanders coming up in Dallas next week. We've had 3 guesses so far.
A very tight grouping.
Yeah. Yes, very tight.
People have been doing their homework.
Very tight.
You might want to go Price is Right on this and do some gamesmanship.
Yeah, maybe. 210-656-ESPN. Caller number 4. You're the next contestant on the Stat is Right. Come on down. Caller number 4. Tell us how many rushing yards Javonte Williams will have against the Carolina Panthers. All right, there you go. There is the Stat is Right. Make sure Edwin knows, Vic, that we can't have a repeat number.
Okay, I'll go tell him.
So we got to avoid that at all costs. At all costs.
We don't want mayhem.
Oh, it'd be insane. Insane. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the games in the NFL coming up this week, and just a brief look. We are. I think this is our last Europe game. Am I wrong on that? We've got a lot of overseas games now, man.
I don't think they're done. Maybe they are. Don't they have another one? Aren't they playing in Germany?
Oh yeah, there is one in Germany.
I think we got some German games.
Yeah. Broncos at the Jets though in London. Another 8:30 kick. Broncos 6.5-point favorites.
Yeah.
That almost feels generous.
Yeah, it does. Well, I don't know.
I mean, think about it. The Cowboys just beat the Jets by 1 million. That was in the Jets' home stadium.
Right, and then they had to get on a jet and practice one less day of practice. And
like the Jets are listed second on this, but they're not a home team here. So this is the Broncos are 6.5 better on a neutral. The Broncos are better than the Cowboys.
Yes, I think when you said generous, I thought you were trying to give the Jets some love. I think they're going to get destroyed.
Yeah, I think it's a double-digit win for the Broncos. Seahawks and Jags is an interesting game, man. We're gonna whoever wins this game, I think we're gonna have to start taking seriously, especially if it's Jacksonville. The thing is though, Sam Darnold has been elite.
Yeah, he's really good.
I mean, this is no longer, okay, last year was a mirage. Like, Sam Darnold has been awesome this year, too.
It's funny. I guess it was 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. It was the summer after his year at San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he'd been behind Purdy. And I forget who his quarterback coach was. He's, for a lot of the year, the best quarterback we had in camp was Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
And this was before he went to Minnesota. And it just goes to show that circumstance and surroundings for quarterback matters more than anything else.
No doubt.
He landed in that Jets lagoon, and he sank.
Cardinals are at the Colts. Colts are now 7.5-point favorites. I think that line has shifted on the concern about Kyler Murray's health. It's also I don't are the Cardinals good or not good? I'm not really sure. The Cardinals started out 2-0. Now, those 2 wins were against the Saints and the Panthers. They almost beat the 49ers. They almost beat the Seahawks. And in a way, that's good. They almost beat the Titans. They didn't. No. That's terrible. And it just feels like I don't have a good idea of what this team really is.
It's funny you brought that up, man, because as you were talking about them, I go, by now, every team in the NFL, you should go, who are they? What are they doing? And you could say it's failing, but at least I know what they're trying. I have no idea what the Cardinals are doing on offense. I have no idea. A lot of it's injuries. I get it, but
sure.
No, I don't trust them this week, and they're lucky they're not playing a team that I truly trust, or I would be all over the line here. The Colts still have some questions, but I get the sense that the Cardinals could be the launching board and give up like a 40 burger, and suddenly the Colts are truly believing that this is they're the Detroit Lions of this year, that we are this good and we're going to the championship game.
Chargers are at the Dolphins. Chargers laying 3.5 on the road. It was 4.5, so that means the Dolphins are taking some money. I don't know who's going up to the window and purchasing a ticket on the Miami Dolphins right now. That's very difficult for me to do, and I like to bet ugly teams.
They're tough, though. I'll
It
give
just
them a little
feel-
bit of credit. They're
Do
a
you?
tough football team.
Oh, my God. They feel like a disaster
They're not
right
a
now.
physical football team, but they're a tough football team. It seems like they've been through a lot.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'll give you that. They've really only gotten their ass kicked once this year. They lost by 20-something points at the Colts week 1. When they were in Buffalo, they fought.
Yeah, they did. They're tough. They're just not very good.
No, they're not good at all. And that by the way, those 2 games they had Tyreek Hill. They don't have Tyreek Hill anymore. I'm not sure how I feel about the Dolphins.
Completely out.
Patriots are at the Saints. This feels like maybe a bit of an overreaction, but the Patriots are 3.5-point road favorites. And quite frankly, the Patriots I want you to think about this, Rob. The Patriots are now sitting at 3-2. This is the remaining schedule. And I want you to maybe make a tick mark on a game that you think they're going to lose, okay? At Saints, at Titans, home Browns, home Falcons, at Buccaneers, home Jets, at Bengals, home Giants, home Bills.
God, what a trash schedule.
At Ravens, at Jets, home Dolphins.
I see Bucks and Bills.
Okay.
That's 2.
That means, if you're saying that means we're talking about a 12-5 New England Patriots team?
The team I saw the other night's good enough to be that. But the one thing they have got to hold on to the football. If Romandre can go a game without fumbling, the 12-5 is attainable. Mac Jones is good, and this is a trash schedule. I mean, does anybody have an easier?
Drake May, you mean Drake May?
Drake May. Well, if he was the best player. He wasn't the best quarterback on the field, but he was that good.
He was.
He's a revelation.
Blow for blow with Josh Allen. There's no doubt.
But this is more about schedule. They're just playing a bunch of trash.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? Things lined up for them. Browns are at the Steelers.
Oh, look out!
So I bet the Steelers early this week at 4.5. It's up to 6.5 now. The Browns. First of all, the Steelers had a bye week last week. They rested.
Yeah, they don't. But here,
the Browns played a game in London, and then said, "No, we don't want the week off. We'll just come straight back and play a football match." That's crazy.
It's crazy, but I get the sense that we talked about it earlier. They've made 3 moves in the last week. It's probably kind of fun to get up and go to work in Cleveland right now. I don't think it's a morgue. I think if I was playing for Cleveland, Flacco's gone.
Well, he was gone already, yeah.
But I think that defense is good enough to dismantle Aaron.
Yeah.
I think if you're a Cleveland Brown, you're kind of happy you're waking up, going to work, going, you know what, let's see what happens today.
Total in this game is 38.5. 38.5. Rams at the Ravens. The Rams are 7.5-point road favorites.
Wow, that's
it is a massive number, but it's also looking like Lamar's not going to play. I think I wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens decide against running Cooper Rush out there again, because I don't know. The Ravens have historically been a team that keeps players keeps a backup quarterback that is similar to Lamar, and not having. I mean, they looked so bad last week on offense. I don't know how you can go. Yeah, we'll just keep rolling with Cooper Rush. I don't know if that's going to work.
Well, what recourse do they have?
Well, the Ravens right now on the practice squad have Tyler Huntley.
Well,
I'm not saying Tyler Huntley's anything to write home about.
No, I didn't realize that. No. Yeah, that wouldn't shock me at all. I wonder where Harbaugh is on the range of coaching. I'm not saying he's in trouble.
Right.
But does he have the wherewithal of going, if I don't have Lamar Jackson, we don't have a prayer, boss. So either we make an adjustment to find somebody like him, or we just pack into 10.
But also, if I'm the GM or I'm the owner and you tell me that, I say, well, then why did we go spend all this money on Derrick Henry?
Agreed. And I don't know where Harbaugh is on this, because there's so much stink right now there, and I don't know where the culprit is. Is it just the injuries? Is there an internal thing? I think Harbaugh not what he was?
Defensively, I think a lot of it's injuries. I mean, and they've been a disaster pretty much all year defensively. But
because there's some things you can't fix.
Yeah.
And you just have to admit, look, man, I can go get a quarterback and we can score another touchdown, but we're going to continue giving up 30 a game. So why would I want to do that?
Titans are at the Raiders. Raiders 3.5-point home favorites.
Look out, Raiders.
God, Geno Smith is dreadful.
They're going to bounce back.
What a game we've got here. The Bengals at the Packers. Packers minus 14.5. Joe Flacco's first start with the Bengals.
Now, if he beats the Packers, what size cape do we put on him?
This would be twice that he's already beat the Packers once this year.
Right.
Now he'll have to do it without a defense. That might be more difficult. But yeah, pretty wild that he's playing the Packers with the second team this year.
And he arrived as the starter.
Right. I also don't know if the Packers should be like double-digit favorites over anybody. The Packers have played 4 games, double-digit loss, 9-point loss, or no, double-digit win, 9-point win, 3-point win, and a tie.
Let me tell you, if you can't beat a team that a quarterback literally got off the plane 3 days ago, and this isn't Baker Mayfield, a dude that thrives in chaos. You know, that Baker loves the wasteland. Yeah, let me run around and play some backyard football. I'll win a football game for you. That's not him. Now, he's going to be able to throw some darts. But if you lose to a team that literally brought in a quarterback that's also given up like 500 yards of defense a game,
you
got to go back and look in the mirror. And, you know, a month ago, I thought they were the best team in football. I think they're going to prove it again. I think they're going to just dismantle the Bengals. I can't imagine having 2 weeks in a row like this.
The Luck Bowl, 49ers at the Buccaneers. Speaking of the chaos of Baker Mayfield, the Bucs are a 3-point favorite in this one. Now, if the Bucs were a 3-point favorite in every game they've played so far this year, they wouldn't have covered a single game yet. They do not win. They do not win by 3 points.
He ain't making you any money.
No.
That's funny.
But Baker Mayfield, where do you think Baker Mayfield is in the MVP race at this point?
I would put him in the top 5. I mean, my gosh.
How about third?
Yeah.
Behind Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. He is plus 650 to be the MVP of the National Football League.
This will be another opportunity for him to look really, really good doing it. But this is the kind of game that San Francisco has to win.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not a do-or-die game, but
it's way more important to the Niners because they play in a division with other competent teams.
You got to keep up with the Joneses, right?
We've discovered that the NFC South is trash, and the Bucs are just good. The Bucs can roll out of bed and win this thing. Lions at the Chiefs. Chiefs 2.5-point home favorites. I like the Chiefs to get. I think that they get right here against these Lions, and I think the Lions. The idea that the Lions, who are now 4-1, have just suddenly figured everything out. Well, they beat the Bears. Okay. They beat the Ravens that we just talked about are a complete disaster. They beat the Browns, and they beat the Bengals.
Well, the good news is they can score on Kansas City, but Kansas City's going to score on them a lot.
I think so, too. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up the third hour. Man, Rob.
Sliding downhill, man.
This is the easiest job in the world. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Ewald Kubota. You know, as the fall season comes around a bend, and now it's starting to cool off, hunting season's here, and there's a lot of work to be done on your property, whether it be your lease or the land that's just kind of gotten overgrown over the summer. You need to do some work around the place. I cannot recommend Kubota tractors enough. And whether you're looking for something to move the dirt, to mow the lawn, to bale the hay, Kubota has the perfect piece of equipment you need, and that goes without saying. But what makes Kubota different is the Ewald name in front of it. John Ewald and the Ewald family have been part of San Antonio and South Texas for a long, long time. And you know when you're dealing with Kubota, you're going to get the very best in customer service, whether you're renting and buying, whether you're looking for service, whether you're looking for the parts. Everything involved with the post-sale is the reason why Ewald is what they are. Kubota is what they represent. Ewald is the name on the front and the side, and Ewald's name matters. John has taken care of folks in around South and Central Texas for as long as I can remember. So if it's time to get that new vehicle, to get out to your deer lease, to get out to your blind, if it's time to go get the baler that you've so desperately needed for the fall, now's the time to head over. There's great financing available for you. There's great deals on warranties post added to with Ewald. But if it's time to get the equipment you need, I cannot recommend any higher Ewald Kubota. And I'll tell you once again, from the hill country of Texas to the Gulf Coast, Ewald Kubota, well, they're your Kubota dealer.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you get into your commute, 1604 eastbound Redland Road over to Bulverde Road. Now, you still might notice a little bit of a delay. We had some ongoing road work. It is in the clearing stages. Still noticing a little bit of a delay from right around Bitters. On 35 southbound Weidner, that's a wreck, right lane. Fredericksburg Road at Wurzbach, getting reports of an accident. And 90 westbound just past Nogalitos, that stall has been moved off to the right shoulder. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Don't let data limits hold you back from being the gift master in the family group chat. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get real unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network. Straight Talk, available at straighttalk.com or Walmart.
Imagine owning coastal land with ocean views and world-class fishing just off Matagorda Bay. Well, dream no more. This Saturday, October 11th, mark your calendars for our fall one-day coastal land sale at Driftwood Shores at Wolf Point. We're unveiling incredible coastal properties. We're talking 1+ acres with ocean access for just $49.9 and waterfront properties starting at just $99.9. Wow! This gated community boasts a waterfront resort-style pool and cabana, your own boat slip and launch with paved roads and underground utilities. It's all happening this Saturday, October 11th. Unbeatable values. 1+ acre with ocean access, just $49.9. Texas coastal waterfront properties from $99.9. Call now for your private tour at 210-853-0389. Excellent financing is available. Call 210-853-0389. That's 210-853-0389.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Football season is heating up on Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So don't miss any of the action this season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code ROAM and get $50 in bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code ROAM on PrizePicks to get $50 in bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 bonus credit in lineups just for playing. It's guaranteed. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hey, San Antonio. Multiple tours overseas, years of protecting the country. It all adds up at University of Maryland Global Campus. Earn up to 90 credits for prior learning, military experience, and training toward our low-cost degree and certificate programs. We call that credit where credit is due. For over 75 years, our dedicated success coaches have been helping service members achieve their goals. Get started with local support and online and hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATS.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we're going to talk some Cowboys football with the COO, Stephen Jones. He joins us at 4:30.
Of the injured players that missed last week, who's on deck to return Sunday against Carolina?
We'll also talk with the General, John McClain, about the Houston Texans. Do they have their mojo back?
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Walk away. Gonna rock you day to day. Yeah, baby. Dance with me. How about those San Antonio Spurs?
Yes, sir. Nice little game.
112-107 victory.
Keldon with an ill-defined role.
I watched very little of it because I was busy watching hockey matches and things like that.
Well, I discovered at the last moment that I'm going to have to buy another TV package. I didn't get a chance to see the game. Yeah.
How much is that?
It's like $12 more a month.
That's not bad.
And it disappeared. Last year I didn't have to pay for it. And at some point, Fubo, unless I'm missing something for those Fubo subscribers, I now have to go buy the Spurs package or the local sports package.
Damn Fubo.
That includes NBA TV, by the way.
Damn you, Fubo.
Damn you. I cut the cord. But, no, the highlights showed me a lot. And one of the things I wanted to see and what it appears they're very interested in is the high-low game. Obviously, we're big guys now. We went and got a bunch of tall dudes. And it looks to me like this high-low game is going to be a very important part of the offense. Seems like it's been a point of emphasis, at least in the first half of the both games, that there's a lot of work going on between our two bigs that are on the court.
Yeah. Do you have concerns yet about Wemby and turnovers?
Yes.
It seems like he's averaging. This happened last year too. It seems like it's 4 or 5 a game.
Yeah, it's a part of the maturation. But with heavy usage comes those kind of turnovers.
But 5 in 20 minutes is not acceptable.
I think there is a justifiable, I will live with it kind of turnovers. 5, it will kill you. You can't. No player can survive on.
Especially he only played 22 minutes.
Yeah. So yes, we're very loose with the ball. Very, very. But we also are kind of figuring out. I haven't seen all the turnovers. I can live with missing a pass for a guy that was supposed to be someplace because he was late on a play. But the third dribble pickpocket layup, I can't. I don't care who you are. You can't do that.
How? At what point in the preseason do we start to figure out what the roster is going to actually look like? So many guys played last night. We saw almost double-digit minutes for Harrison Ingram. We saw David Jones-Garcia get double-digit minutes. Bismack got double digits. Adam Flagler got almost 20 minutes.
These are G League guys, man.
Okay, all
Every
of them.
One of you just named.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured. But
Jones-Garcia might be one of those. Fill in a gap. We need a scoring guard more often than the other ones, but Harrison Ingram is never going to get out of the G League.
You don't think so?
No. He's a spot player with us who's a good kid who works hard. And
what about Carter Bryant?
Now Carter's going to go up and down.
No, I mean this year.
I think he'll spend some time in Austin. But no, I think I would fully expect the maturation by the time we're rounding the corner in February. He'll be with us constantly. But I think to start the year, he needs offensive reps. I'm not worried about defense. He just needs to learn how to play offense.
Yeah, it was Julian, Keldon, Wemby, Vassell, and Harrison Barnes were the starters. And then outside of those guys, the only guy I saw last night that I know is going to get meaningful minutes on the big team, it was Luke Cornett.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else, it kind of felt, and Biyombo maybe he's the 15th guy. I don't know, but like the guys who actually are going to get run, it felt like there were about 6 of them on the floor last night.
The final roster, I think we can kind of see it now. How that plays in to A, B, and C, 1, 2, 3, who fills for who comes in at what X. Man, there's a lot to be defined there because we got a lot of dudes that play the same position, do things a little differently, but at 1, 2, and 3, we got a log jam, and all these guys are interchangeable. And then throw in the fact that we haven't even seen De'Aaron Fox and Steph Castle get involved in this offense. So I don't expect a very smooth November.
It's also weird to see how different coaches handled their preseason differently because the Heat played 11 guys. The Spurs played 15. Like, that's a big difference.
Rhyme or reason, I don't know. And certainly Mitch is this undefined coaching thing. We've never seen him go through a preseason. We've never seen him start a season. We don't know what his mannerisms or his likes are. We know what Pop's were. And they're probably a little bit closer to what Spoelstra's doing. I don't need my stars to do anything.
Yeah.
You guys just sit down and you play 10 minutes and then don't break a sweat.
Next time we see the Spurs will be tomorrow night. They'll be back home taking on the Utah Jazz. And I guess the best way is just to watch and see like what's different week to week or game to game, like whose minutes go up, whose go down. Obviously, I think at some point you want to start ramping up the guys that you think are going to play for you.
Well, again, 2 of our one starter and 1 sixth man, if he's sixth man. I don't know what the starting lineup's going to look like, but we're starting this with our 4 most important dudes. 2 of them aren't even practicing.
Well, 3 of them, right? Harper too, right?
Well, 3. So anything we're seeing right now has no portent to the future.
Okay.
None.
Yeah. All right, we got 1 hour left. When we come back, we're gonna do a little music for you. We got this Rolling Stone list that Rob and I are going to dig into a little bit. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
6 for 6, and the Aggies have the lead.
Your home for Aggies football. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Cue the easy button because it's officially Easy Deal Days at Staples. Now through October 11th, save up to 40% off over 1,000 products from tech, chairs, luggage, and more. Head to your local Staples store or staples.com to save while supplies last. Staples, that was easy.
Guys, Karbach Brewing, they are all over San Antonio, and right now they are super busy out at the Great American Beer Fest. That's right. They got a bunch of their beers entered up there, including the Rhubarb, which we had a little while ago, Rob, one of the fantastic seasonals that they did. Crawford Bach entered in there. Love Streets entered. Hopadillo and Rodeo Clown. That's their double IPA is entered as well. They're looking to bring back some more hardware back to Texas from the Great American Beer Fest. And guys, they have made San Antonio their second home. Of course, they were born in Houston. That's where the brewery is. But they have made sure that their beer is all over town in San Antonio. In fact, the first keg that got sold outside of the Houston area came right here to San Antonio. And they are in all the grocery stores and liquor stores, of course, but they're in a bunch of bars and restaurants as well. You're going to be out. You're going to be watching the football. You're going to want to try something new, try something a little bit different, or you just want to elevate your beer game. You know, this is the way to do it with a Karbach. Crawford Bach, Love Street, that's their best seller. Hopadillo, you're going to be able to find those pretty much anywhere you go in town. So when you're out and about this weekend, you're watching the games, do it with a Karbach.
Lowe's knows that free makes everything better. That's why our rewards members get free standard shipping on the things they want and need to get the job done every day. Savings for rewards members add up fast. So why wait? Join for free today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/shipping terms. Subject to change.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this football season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. When you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, you might not get a lot of wins, but the players, they're still playing. Which ones are overhyped, which ones aren't, you know that. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash. It is so good to be right. You know, last week following the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, the season isn't great, but Dak's throwing for numbers. I keep following. I love what's going on with Dak, and I would keep following the more than as we keep going through the season. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. You love CD Lamb, you love Saquon Barkley, you can play him 3 different ways. And whether it's a friend or a celebrity partner or just someone whose picks you like, hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create. It's a new feed there on Prize Picks. Listen, it feels great to be right, and being right on Prize Picks means money. Download the Prize Pick app today and use the code ALAMO to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. This is code ALAMO to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
George gets justice. After being hit by an 18-wheeler, the experienced attorneys of George Salinas Injury Lawyers are San Antonio's choice for getting you the maximum compensation you deserve. With over 110 years of combined experience, they've recovered millions for their clients. 18-wheelers may be bigger than you on the road, but you can be bigger than them in the courtroom. George guarantees that you don't pay unless they win your case. Call 210-225-0909 today for a free consultation. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I'm opening my own coffee shop.
I smell a caffeinated catastrophe.
And I needed menu boards and banners printed.
What you really needed was a reality check.
Staples really came through. They printed menus and signs, even flyers in time for my grand opening.
And that's when the other shoe dropped.
Not quite. I got $125 off my custom print order.
Cha-ching! For your business printing, Staples.
That was easy.
Now save up to $125 on custom print orders. Valid in-store and online. Ends 11/1. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you get into your commute, 1604 eastbound Redland Road over to Bulverde Road. Now, you still might notice a little bit of a delay. We had some ongoing road work. It is in the clearing stages. Still noticing a little bit of a delay from right around Bitters. On 35 southbound Weidner, that's a wreck, right lane. Fredericksburg Road at Wurzbach, getting reports of an accident. And 90 westbound just past Nogalitos, that stall has been moved off to the right shoulder. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
The Spurs are 2-0 in the preseason as they beat the Miami Heat last night, 112-107. Keldon Johnson led the way with 19 points, while Wemby had 10-4, 5-2 in 22 minutes. Yeah, that's it. Spurs return home tomorrow night playing the Utah Jazz. In the WNBA, the Las Vegas Aces led by 17, won by 2 with Aja Wilson's shot with .3 left. The Aces now lead the series 3-0. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
9:02 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Rolling Stone has a list of the best songs of the 21st century so far. The best songs. Now, there's certainly debate to be had here.
This is in the eye of the beholder. But I like the justifications, the reasons why.
All genres?
Oh, it's all genres.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Okay.
Now, the top 50 has a bunch of songs that I've never even heard myself, so it's hard for me to
Even
like.
in the top 5.
Yeah, like Haim. Are you familiar with Haim? H-A-I-M. I'm familiar with Corey Haim.
The only Corey one, but I don't think he'd
but in
make it.
2013, Haim recorded The Wire, and that is the number. It's like a sister trio, and that is the number 50 song. Maxwell has a song on the.
You could dance.
Oh yes, Lil Uzi Vert has a song in the top 50.
Okay.
Amy Winehouse top. So it's Casey Musgraves. There's like a good variety of songs here. But let's get down to business. First of all, I want you to know that number 42 on the list, Carly Rae Jepsen, "Call Me Maybe." Number 42 on the list. Nice. Respect. You respect that, Rob?
I do now.
You respect that?
Well, as much as I can.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy.
Did they say why it made the list? Is there a reasoning behind it?
It says Jepsen's 2011 mega blockbuster helped initiate the era of pop music engineered to cater to TikTok dance trends and social media-driven pop virality that we've been living in the past dozen years. But Jepsen's Sugar Rush hit and modern-day wedding reception standard almost never existed in the form we know it. I thought that what I was singing at the time, "Hey, I just met you and this is crazy," was just like filler lyrics, she said in 2017. When the collaborator Tavish Crow suggested they make it the chorus, he might have just changed the world.
Well, might have, huh? Well, I do remember that was the first viral.
This is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It was the first time
in the car?
you had to go to YouTube to actually hear the music. That's the first time I remember.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Here's my number, so call me maybe. Oh, what a song.
Yeah.
Number 39, Eminem, "Lose Yourself."
I thought it would have been higher.
I'm surprised it wasn't higher too. Let's see, 34. Lorde has a song, Lorde.
Oh, yeah.
Lana Del Rey is in the top 30.
A band I thought was going to be huge.
Yeah. Oh, 31. Here's a song that everyone probably knows. Kelly Clarkson, "Since You've Been Gone."
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows that one.
Belongs there.
Usher, "Confessions," Part 2.
Usher?
In at number 30.
Man, I haven't heard that in a minute.
UGK, the International Players Anthem.
No way.
Number 29.
Why? What's
My man Bun B, Pimp C.
Yeah.
Yes. They got together with Outkast and made the International Players Anthem. That is number 29. Daft Punk, "One More Time," which is a song I hate every time I hear it.
Wasn't that like the song of the summer one?
One more time. Ugh. I hate that song. I really do. 26, we gave away tickets to go see these guys at ACL yesterday. The Killers. Mr. Brightside is number 26.
You know, I love the song, love the band. Michigan ruined it for me.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Rob. Number 25, Jay-Z, 99 Problems. Vic's got those. Vic's got 99 Problems. His bitch ain't one for sure. Everything else is a problem, but his bitch ain't one. Let's see. 21, Lady Gaga, "Bad Romance." Rah, 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 rah. You like Lady Gaga?
Yeah, it's all right.
I appreciate the showmanship. I'll give you that.
I had no idea that Lady Gaga was actually as talented as she is.
I appreciate that.
I heard her do like an acapella, like her and just a piano. I say acapella, but like a just her and a piano. It was beautiful, and I was like, this gal is different than I thought she was.
She's truly
She's
talented.
also in Wednesday.
But not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was just like a pop gal, but she can sing and she can write. She
Not
got
my
it.
flavor, but certainly I respect it.
Adele, Someone Like You, number 19 on the
beautiful.
list.
Oh, my goodness.
Voice of an angel.
Oh, yes. And I bet you're sad she got skinny.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, she lost a bunch
I
of
was
weight.
Like, yeah, dang it.
Billie Eilish, Bad Guy, number 18 on the list.
Okay.
17, Drake, Hotline Bling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah.
I don't like Drake. We Belong Together by Mariah Carey, number 16. Outkast, Bombs Over Baghdad, number 15.
Yep.
Outkast
is part of a couple songs on
this
this
list.
list.
They are. Number 14, Daddy Yankee, Gasolina.
What? Hey, I need American music on this list.
I didn't know this, but Gasolina, I was told, and when I went to Puerto Rico, the song Gasolina is about this drink that they sell in Puerto Rico. It's like a
Go on.
It's basically
gasoline,
like a Capri Sun with booze,
like a juice bag.
And I bought one. I brought it home with me.
Is it homemade or like?
No, it's marketed. It's like it's marketed as Gasolina, but it's got liquor in it, and it's like liquored up Capri Sun, and you could just buy it in the grocery stores and get lit
Adult
off of
juice
that
bags.
Gasolina. Yeah,
Adult juice bags. I like that.
Yo. That's right.
Is this Super Bowl pregame?
Nah.
Oh.
That Daddy Yankee.
I thought he was I thought he was doing the introductions.
13, SZA, Snooze. R&B music, it feels like to me. I'm not super familiar with SZA other than a couple songs. The Strokes, Last Night is number 12. Bad Bunny, Nengo Flow, Joel and Randy. Safayera is number 11 on the list. Bad Bunny on the list. Frank Ocean, Thinking About You, number 10.
Yep.
It's Britney, bitch. Number 9, Toxic. Toxic is number 9 on the list from 2003.
Let's see. Why are we on here? I'm trying to figure.
What do you- I mean, dude, she was a huge star.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay.
She was a huge star. Number 8, Radiohead, Idiotic.
Man. Now we got into the Rolling Stone
That's-
music elitism. Radiohead, okay.
Hoity-toity.
It is, man. Of course, yeah, Radiohead.
But, you know what? As a U2 guy, you should appreciate that.
No, I don't dislike Radiohead, but they're more of they're like Latin. You know, they're the basis for a lot of bands. I don't want to know Latin, but I appreciate its influence on the other languages. That's Radiohead.
Kendrick Lamar, All Right, is number 7 on the list. That was like the during the Black Lives Matter stuff. That was a big anthem. Number 6, Robin, Dancing on My Own. I don't like Swedish music. I'm against Swedish music.
You don't like ABBA?
No,
I don't. Swedish supergroup?
I don't. Number 5, Vic, we got to find this. All Too Well by Taylor Swift. Now it says Taylor Swift's toughest, rawest, most passionate heartbreak anthem began as a 5-minute steamroller on Red. But, and for years, she wouldn't even sing it. It was about something very personal to me. It was very hard to perform live. But then after nearly a decade later, she reworked it for Taylor's version, dug up the lost verses from her original 10-minute draft, and then everybody said, well, we want the 10-minute version.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
So she put out the 10-minute version, and it became the longest number 1 hit in history, breaking the record that American Pie had set.
I didn't know it was that long. It always felt that long.
Yeah, here's a shorter one.
A 10-minute song?
This isn't the 10-minute version.
No. I didn't realize it was that long.
No, it has a long intro.
You can't even use that as for your average dump if you're doing top 40.
Oh, man. What an angel she is.
Did you see her engagement ring?
No, I did not.
It's a whopper.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not surprised.
It's the size of her finger.
I don't think it's real.
Number 4. This is a very, you hear this, this is an anthem rock song now. What? 7 Nation Army by the White Stripes.
Oh, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. It's got a very old school, like.
Don't they play it at games all the time?
All the time, yeah. I mean, I love the drumming in White Stripes songs.
Right.
There's just something about the way they play drums. You could, like, it's that gal, that
What's
Meg
her name?
White.
Meg, yeah.
You can tell that this is a White Stripes song by the way they mic the drums.
It's not my favorite White Stripes song. I think we could have picked a better one.
Yeah, probably. But this is the one that became like
Yeah, no, I get it, but
it's an anthem in some sort.
number 3, Beyonce featuring Jay-Z, "Crazy in Love." I love that song. I do like that song.
But what about a ring on it? Wouldn't that have been a bigger one?
No.
All I can picture is the dancing with Justin Timberlake.
Number 2, the Yeah Yeah Yeahs,
Art Punk, baby.
"Maps." Can you pull up that song, the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, "Maps"?
Another one of the, we're so smart, we're intelligent, we're music snobs.
I mean,
and this music affected me in ways that I cannot even discuss, and it rippled through time.
I'm guessing this is
Yeah,
the kind of
yeah,
music
yes.
that was big in New York City, and if you don't live in New York City,
Or
you
you-
didn't hear it because
Or you weren't in college at the time and going through a very
Because you're a
specific
loser.
psychological breakdown.
Let's see here.
It says that it's reappeared as musical inspiration for artists from Kelly Clarkson to
See,
Beyonce
like
over the
Latin.
years.
So, yeah, we don't like it, but it mattered to other bands.
Let's hear it. Let's hear this big hit.
Pretty basic so far.
This doesn't seem like something that would inspire Beyonce.
Nah.
I actually kind of like the drum get up here.
Well, we're getting someplace, I think. It's pretty deep. All right.
This gal works at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Almost assuredly, she worked at Starbucks before she made it. She got her big break. She was a barista.
Yeah, she looks like
She looks like a barista. Yeah.
She looks like Joan Jett.
Kinda.
No, I don't like this song. I don't like this song. Number 1,
Okay.
Missy Elliott. Get your freak on.
Oh, yeah.
Get your freak on.
The thing about
Get your
this,
freak on.
this one in particular, she was like the muse of a particular director, right? Remember, seemed like every video she made was like these ridiculously Vanguard-esque.
Well, her first big hit was that The Rain.
Right.
I can't stand the rain. Yeah.
And so
Holla!
I found it interesting that she was number 1 on this list. I would have thought maybe prior to 2000, those late 90s ones when she was really popping.
Yeah. But this is
I
only from
get
2000
this.
on.
Yeah, and this I would have figured prior to this, but
Be putting it down. I'm the hottest round. I told your mother, sir, y'all can't stop me now. Listen to me now. I'm lasting 20 rounds. And if you want me, then come on, get me now.
and she just got skinny and disappeared.
I know. I know you dig the way I
Non-stop freak
switch my style.
manifesto that made the musical future sound
People jump
limitless.
Get your
Still
freak on.
sounds like the future.
freak on.
Everything vibrant and inventive and cool
I played this
about
a
the
lot.
21st century pop is
Yeah.
all in this song. Holla forever.
Get your freak on. Get your freak on. Get your freak on. Get your freak on. You ready, Vic? At your chick, people you know. Me and Timberland been hot since 20 years ago. What
not
the
Black Eyed
dealio?
Peas.
What the drillio? Got to feel it, son. Get me throw you some. Oh, I don't even know what he says there. Mat musica.
That's not Timbaland.
No, I don't know.
Nah.
But they've been going hard since 20 years ago. I
Yeah.
mean,
She's still going, too.
respect it.
I guess
Respect
that,
it. Number 1 on the list. Biggest song.
No Miley Cyrus.
No Miley Cyrus. No. Let's see.
No Harry Styles.
No Harry Styles either. No Harry Styles either.
Wow.
Yeah, very disappointing. Very disappointing. Let's see.
No Jelly Roll.
No.
No.
Let's see. I kind of thought Party in the USA should be on the.
You know,
Please,
there's
right?
some of these you go, I didn't like them, but I understand their significance.
Let me see. Miley Cyrus came in at her highest song came in at 104.
Yeah.
And it came in like a wrecking
Was
ball.
it a wrecking ball? Yeah.
Not even Post Malone.
What about like Katy Perry?
Let's see.
Pink.
What was
Where are all the other ladies?
Well, Rob, I can't tell you all of them at once. I can only look up one at a time. Katy Perry, her highest recorded song on here. What if Katy Perry didn't have one?
The anthem.
Katy Perry,
Fireworks.
55 is her highest rated one. Teenage Dream.
Oh, okay. That was not bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Who else did you say? Jelly Roll?
Yeah. I'm gonna just keep my fingers crossed. And
I don't know if Jelly
he
Roll
didn't
had
quite
one.
make this list.
I don't know if Jelly Roll had one, unfortunately. Yeah, it's very. Oh, what about U2? Beautiful Day, number 57.
I guess
nice.
so.
Okay.
It was made in 2000,
Yeah,
so
I
it
was about to
barely
say,
made the cutoff.
Yeah. After they released that stupid take over your Apple phone drop, everybody hated it from that point on. So I didn't expect much.
50 Cent, Into Club at number 54.
Mm-hmm.
You can find him in the club.
Mm-hmm.
Bottle full of bub.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting to see like I said, that avant-garde New York stuff that number 2 on the list. It's not for me. But for that to be on the list with Bye 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 from NSYNC and Beautiful Day by U2 and Eminem doing the Lose Yourselves. It's
so NSYNC. I guess that's right. I guess it was in 2000.
Yeah,
I would have thought they were before that.
And they were Bye 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 was number 67 on the list. 67. Yeah. So yeah, but it is interesting that there were so many unique perspectives.
I'm gonna go listen to the yeah yeahs.
Number 75, Kanye West, Jesus Walks.
And rightfully so.
That was back when
he mattered.
Yeah, when Kanye was the man. 04, man, 2004 Kanye.
It was. How many Grammys? 20 something.
I don't know. Yeah. I think it was. Yeah,
When did he take Taylor's away from her?
No, that was when Taylor won.
Yeah.
And
when he grabbed it and said,
yeah. I don't remember what year that was.
Yeezy was just about crazy. He wasn't quite crazy yet.
No, he had already kind of gone
already
that
left
way.
it then? Okay.
He'd already kind of gone that way.
Yeah.
Old Town Road, number 76.
Yeah, Little Nas X.
Fall Out Boy, Sugar We're Going Down was number 79.
All right.
Another Outkast song, Hey Ya, 82.
I feel like we're playing down the entire Jack playlist.
We might be.
That's literally what that sounds
So,
like.
you know what I mean? I think that's the idea, right?
Chris Stapleton, 87, Tennessee Whiskey.
That was 87, all right?
Yeah. So there you go. The top 250. We don't have time to go through all of them, but it is fun to
go through it.
To check out a few of them. Yeah. All right. Let's take a break. We got plenty more where this comes from. Plenty more where that came from, baby. We ain't done yet. Morning Huddle 94.1.
I hope you got up this morning and washed yourself clean underneath a Kinetico water softened shower. If that's you doing things right. Carry on about your day. Now, if you're in the market for a new water softener, about to move, or maybe you're redoing some stuff at your home, or maybe you finally got tired of buying another refrigerator every 3 years because of that sediment just built up and your ice maker broke, I want you to consider Kinetico. So many people know the Kinetico name because they've been around San Antonio forever, and they just assume because they've been here so long, they're the very best, of course, but they're probably too expensive for me to get into. That is not the case at all. You get the quality of Kinetico at an everyday price that you will not believe. And right now, there's never been a better time to get the best on the market. If you're looking for a Kinetico, you want to find out for sure. If you'll call them today at Kinetico San Antonio at 656-PURE, they'll come out. If your home's already plumb for such things, they'll put a Kinetico's treatment system in your home for 90 days and just prove it to you. When you decide to buy, now's where the real benefit of being a Kinetico customer comes in, because they will give you some money for your old water softener for the parts there, up to $400. With your good credit, you got 0% financing for a year. And if you decide to buy right now, this is really the kicker. See, I had to pay for this a couple years back. You're going to get it free. It's a reverse osmosis drinking station that they'll put on your sink there in your kitchen. Now, they'll have the decor to match yours. It'll be as pretty as yours. But I'll tell you what, how about life with never needing another water bottle? Always having fresh, ready water for your coffee, for your tea, and everything that you cook with. Yeah, that's for free. So if you need more details, I know I would. I want you to go to KineticoSA.com. Remember this number, 656-PURE. And no, if it's ever been a consideration for water softener, if you've ever given any thought to it at all, you know that Kinetico is the very best out there. Give them a call today. Get a Kinetico and never worry about your water softener again. And then you can come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a trouble spot on I-10 eastbound Vance Jackson. Just occurred. 2 right lanes are blocked, so a little bit of a delay from Wurzbach, about 5 minutes or so. I-10 westbound at Probant, that stalls off to the left shoulder. Another stall, I-10 westbound West Avenue, left shoulder blocked. And the wreck downtown, 35 southbound, 37-281, that has cleared. It is rolling a bit slowly, 1604 northbound from Culebra on up to FM 1560 Houseman Road. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Texas Department of Transportation. Whether on foot or behind the wheel, we all want to get home safe. Drivers, do your part by watching for pedestrians. Stop and yield for them at crosswalks, and take an extra moment to look for people when you're turning. Be safe. Drive smart. A message from TxDOT.
The UTSA Roadrunners open American Conference play Saturday night against the Rice Owls in the Alamo Dome. It's homecoming. It's UTSA's annual Hispanic Heritage Game. Tickets on sale starting at $24 at GoUTSA.com or call 210-458-8872. UTSA versus Rice presented by HEB. Kickoff 6:30. Upon exit, fans will receive Taco Cabana UTSA Football 15th Season Cups. Get your tickets now at GoUTSA.com because when we win, San Antonio wins.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the...
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your...
windshield wipers. eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
All month long, celebrate National Dessert Month at Twin Peaks with sweet endings like Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cheesecake topped with rum chata sauce, or the Twin Peaks Sundae with vanilla ice cream and warm Ghirardelli brownies, and pair it with a Screwball peanut butter whiskey.
1, 2, 3, come on! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday at noon. The Cowboys are in Charlotte taking on the Carolina Panthers at Bank of America Stadium. Pregame starts at 11. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Her name is Noelle. I have a dream about her. She rings my bell. Got gym class in half an hour. Oh, how she rocks.
What the hell is this?
In Keds and tube socks. But she doesn't know who I am. This is Wheatus.
Yeah.
And she doesn't give a damn about me, 'cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Yeah, I'm just a
Did this song make the list?
This did make the list.
I missed this one.
Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me. Ooh.
Yeah, this is back when. Oh, no.
This is the best part of it. Hold on.
The lyrics don't match the music.
What do you mean?
This is like feel-good, happy music.
Her boyfriend's a dick.
See?
He brings a gun to school and he'd simply kick my ass if he knew the truth. He lives on my block and he drives an IROC, but he doesn't know who I am.
The fact that not only do you know this,
and he doesn't give a damn about me.
I could have gone the rest of my life and been quite fine.
This is a great song.
Well, there was this teenage dirtbag period back, but I thought it was in the 90s. The Fred Durst.
Oh, I know what
the
you're talking about.
Dirtbag times.
Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, the Limp Bizkit. Like a bunch of teenage dirtbags. That was in the 90s. I thought we'd put that to bed.
Dirtbag. Claymore says, daily, I look forward to Rob being pissed about the music selection at some sport.
I'm not pissed.
Oh, maybe
I
he
just
meant
don't
lost.
understand it. You know, let's write some really happy music and then talk about a girl getting beaten up.
That owns an IROC.
That has an
No,
IROC.
that's her boyfriend.
Oh, the boyfriend owns
Yeah,
it.
Noelle's boyfriend. I am lonely, lo and behold.
Be morose and sad if you're going to do this.
To me, this must be fake. My lip starts to shake.
See, in my era, we wore black.
How does she
Listen to
know
sad music.
who I am? Why does she give?
This sounds like Taylor Swift music underneath.
I've got you tickets to Iron Maiden,
Right?
baby.
This sucks.
Come with me Friday. Don't say
If Taylor
no.
went alternative.
You don't like this,
Wait till
Rob?
Kelsey leaves her. We're going to start hearing this stuff. No, I don't like this at all.
Oh, man. Well, I'm going to change this. I was going to have my whole playlist built around this on our road trip.
Just play this
Oh,
on
the musings of like a teenage girl always will escape me. It just doesn't
This is a
mean
teenage
anything.
boy. He's the teenage dirtbag. He's in love with a girl named Noelle.
This is a dude singing?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
That's not a dude.
Yes.
No.
She doesn't know what she's missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Just
in love with
because
Noelle. Her
I think-
boyfriend's a dick. He
I
brings a
think
gun to school.
She's in love with Noelle.
No.
I think they're living on the Isle of Lesbos.
No.
It's the guy from Ed Gein on the 8th episode.
Okay. That's not a dude.
That's a dude.
No, it's not.
It's a dude.
No way. That's
No
a
way.
dude.
You're telling me that's a dude? Yeah, it's a dude, man. That's a dude, man.
All right.
That's a dude. That's
well,
dude
I thought
rock.
I didn't like it at first.
Now you like it more.
Now.
See, everyone
Now
thinks
I think it should be burned and banned.
everyone thinks I'm the misogynist around here, but Rob, anytime there's a lady singer, Rob is like, "Oh, I don't like these lady singers.
I don't need to hear some little girl.
I don't want to hear about them feelings that girls have."
Because I don't care. I'm not wired to feel it. Like, I don't give a damn about your dick boyfriend and his T-topped IROC. I don't care.
Look, that's them.
That dude.
That dude, that's him. He was just a teenage dirtbag, baby.
Why does he sound like a 12-year-old girl?
That's just how his voice is, man. I don't know.
Never developed.
I seriously thought that was a girl. Play it again. Put it back on there. You're not telling me that's a guy.
All right, hold on.
Oh, man, that's funny.
He didn't go through some kind of voice thing?
I mean, look at that picture of him in the middle, like third from the right.
You're going to tell me that's a dude?
That's a dude. In Keds and tube socks. Yeah.
I want you to sing this song, and I want you to sound like a bi-curious 13-year-old girl. Can you do that for us? Can you bring it?
Yeah.
You bring it full circle?
I mean, this sounds like every other
dude?
Blink 182 or Green Day or
like a Blink song.
This is like in the alto range.
Yeah. You learn something new every day, Rob. Now, I got to tell you.
I want to see him do this live.
I wouldn't bother listening to any other Wheatus songs. I could say that now. I love that song, and maybe I have like a weird connection with it, but I don't know why. But
It just came out at a certain time.
When did it come out?
It came out in 2000.
No.
Yeah.
It was like a Y2K, like that time. It was a big hit around then.
I was
Never
working
heard it
at a
before.
music store then.
Never heard it before.
But I taught myself how to play it on guitar, and it was
that song.
Yeah. I had a lot of angst back then, Rob. I had a lot of angst.
Teenage girl angst.
Yeah. But yeah, the rest of their music not so good. But yeah, that's a dude singing. That's a dude singing.
It's a unique talent right there.
There it is. I got to take you to Florida for a story here real quick. A couple has been charged with child neglect after leaving a 16-year-old by himself on the side of I-75. Now, you might think, well, I mean, the guy, he might be dangerous.
I've considered throwing a 16-year out of my car.
But they gave him a bag full of handguns.
What?
And told him to fend for himself.
Jeez. Here's a bag of guns.
Yeah, the officers found the team who had told him he had been in a vehicle with Bradley Santos and Rosanella Borja and an 8-year-old sibling. The boy told officers when he got home from school, they told him they were taking a trip. When he returned from walking the family dog, he saw they were frantically throwing clothes into duffel bags and loading them into their car. When the vehicle got onto the interstate, the boy told the couple he didn't want to go on the trip, which he was told either to Guam or Idaho. Those were the two, like, we're not sure where we're going, either Guam or Idaho. Those couldn't be more different places in the world.
One you can't drive to, I can tell you that.
At that point, the boy told police the couple pulled over to the side of the road, gave him 2 bags containing a .40 caliber handgun, a 9mm, and some cash. They told him to get out of the car and take care of the house as they drove away. Once in the course of that investigation, talking with him, we were able to figure out what was in those bags. They were weapons loaded with those bags, and that threw some red flags up. So we attempted to make contact with the people that dropped them off. They initially answered, then hung up, then wouldn't pick up again. The report indicates that the child was handed these bags and told, quote, "You are the chosen one. Good luck."
Good luck, brother.
When police took the boy home, they found the garage door and the front door of the home wide open. They entered the home to investigate. They found the home to be cluttered in disarray with firearms laying out in the open. Police were able to track the couple's cell phones to an address where they found them and detained them.
Did they leave the state, or were they still in the...
They were still in the state when they got him.
They weren't running.
I said, he was a nice man, said Gene Tucker. I spoke to him once in the street, and he was telling me he's from Guam. He's really family-oriented. I never would have expected something like that from him. It's talking about the dad. Yeah, real nice guy, real peach.
Feel like they're running from something.
You think? Throwing all their stuff in a duffel bag?
We got to go.
Leaving the garage door open and telling the kid, all right, get out. You take care of the house. You're the chosen one.
And here's a gun.
No, 2 guns, multiple guns. Yeah, not that's no way to parent,
And
friends.
no parties while we're gone.
Stay out of my rum.
Stay out of my liquor. I've got it marked, all of them.
I got a line drawn, and I'll know if it's water. I'll know.
And if they knock wrong, shoot first. If they don't have the secret knock, shoot first.
And one other quick story. A Utah mom, what What do you think it would like? What do you think the punishment would be if a daycare lost track of a toddler, like lost it?
I can't even imagine.
They had a daycare outing, and they had a 2-year-old go missing for a little over 45 minutes during this outing in late July. Hot day in late July. Little Ethan Butler had been brought with a group of children to Wardle Park in Bluffdale, Utah.
Why are you taking 2-year-olds on a field trip? They don't know where the hell they are.
It's crazy. He wandered away unnoticed, only to be found near a busy highway 45 minutes later. And they say he was not in very good condition. The ladies who found him said he'd been a little unresponsive, and they had to keep putting water down his back to keep him awake and alert. The Utah Department of Health and Human Services laid the hammer down on him for not ensuring that each caregiver provided and maintained active supervision of each child. The fine, $200.
Well, the problem with
you guys are going to pay for this.
The thing is, when you're like that, you're essentially judgment proof. What money? Where? What do you want? How are we going to pay you? I'm our daycare. I make $50 a day in profit. So I guess they probably took as much as they could without shutting them down. We probably need to shut them down.
That might just be the move. It's say, you guys can't watch kids anymore. Who takes a bunch of toddlers to a park in July?
My daughter.
Oh my God.
She's like, why are you doing
She's
that?
not fit. She's not fit to take care of children, Vic. That's why she makes you take care of them.
Yeah, that's why I don't take them.
A $200 fine.
All right.
I lost your kid for a little under an hour.
Do it again. $200.
This is a big no-no.
Pay your bailiff on the way out.
All right, let's hit our last break of the day. We'll come back. We'll wrap up the show the way we always do by taking a look at the daily lines. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
Patrick Mahomes, I got to give the guy credit. He sacrificed his body. He makes a stupid throw. He goes back and literally takes the ball away from the Giants. It would have been a giant touchdown. And I think Chris Collinsworth needed a cigarette after that. He was just all over Patrick Mahomes. It's the greatest play I've ever seen. Give me a cigarette.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Eddie in Alabama. 06 Mustang GT Shaker 500. $5,000.
All right, I'll think about it.
Charlie, have you noticed that we have trouble coming to terms with customers in Alabama?
Yeah, they're kind of like hard-ass like Oklahoma.
The common denominator here is meth and great football.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
It was a doubleheader in August and really hot inside the concession stand. So instead of waiting for people to come to me, I figured I'd walk around yelling, "Hot dogs here!" And that's how I became the first hot dog vendor in sports.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the penthouse to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
We are in October. You know football season is in full swing, and Underdog is the best place to get in all the action where you can make picks and win money here in Texas. Hi, Jason Minix here from the Blitz on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. Love playing on Underdog because it's easy. Pick your favorite players, whether they're going to go higher or lower on predicted stats, passing yards, touchdowns, rushing yards, that sort of thing. Get all your picks right, your entry turns green, you're going to win money. In fact, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. So download the Underdog app today. Sign up with promo code STAR to score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money.
Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This is Jason Minix from the Blitz. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Are you just going to play this song?
Is this Wheaties?
Yeah.
This is going to be the comeback for every...
yeah, no, for
right.
the last break of the day. It'll always be this song.
This is a guy, by the way.
Yep. David says it's called falsetto when guys can sing high pitch, like Nick Jonas.
This isn't falsetto.
That is falsetto.
This is a girl.
No, Rob.
Listen to this.
Why are you judging people's pronouns?
I'm not. He can be a he, a she, a they. I don't care. Tell me what you want me to call you, but I ain't gonna. You sing like a girl. I'm not alone in this.
Yeah, everybody on the brigade bar says that's absolutely a dude, Rob. You're out of your mind. Yeah.
I'm not disputing the fact that it's a dude, but
They're saying
you gotta
your
say
hearing
it
is
sounds
off.
like a girl.
No, that sounds like a man. Are you the guy who said like Jimmy Page sounds like a girl?
No.
Okay.
I get falsetto. I get high pitched. I understand that. Sounds like a girl, man. I'm sorry.
He's just a teenage dirtbag, Rob.
Yeah, you got to see him live.
I'm going to have
these guys are rocking. Do they ever perform?
I don't know.
Find us some tickets, Vic.
All right. I'll find out where they're playing.
I bet Jack could get tickets.
Oh, yeah.
What's it? Wheatus.
WHEATUS.
Wheatus. And
yeah.
Nobody could look further away from the way he sounds from this guy at all, man.
All right, let's wrap up the show the way we always do. Let's take a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, Eagles at the Giants. The G-Men, home dogs. Giants plus 7.5. Hosting the Eagles. Total in this one, 40.5. I'm already on the under. I think this is a grimy game. I think 1st to 20 wins this thing.
Do you think either quarterback has a passing touchdown in him?
Ooh. Yes.
Which of the two would you think would be the more likely?
Hurts.
So you like Hurts with an A.J. Brown, maybe the recipient. Does Saquon Barkley have a touchdown or a receiving?
No.
Run. All right. Let's see here on your DFSs what I find interesting. Saquon with 85.5. You like more or less?
I like lower than that.
I think I like that too. Jackson Dart, you think he's got 37 yards of running in him?
Yes, I think he's going to have to run. They're going to be relying on that because he doesn't have anything down the field with Neighbors out.
When you go in DFS and you start seeing, the number's going to be low, so you don't expect a lot of scoring, but you wonder what's going to go on between the 20s. And I think I give the advantage to the Eagles on that.
Yeah,
Carrying on.
I think the Giants can hang in there. I like I said, I played under 41.5. I'd still lean that way at 40.5. So I just think this is a grimy-ass game. Mm-hmm. Major League Baseball today, Philadelphia Phillies at the L.A. Dodgers, the Doyers, minus 135 favorites. Tyler Glasnow going for the Dodgers, Christopher Sanchez for the Phillies. I kind of think the Dodgers finish it off here with Glasnow on the hill.
I'll tell you, when you watch Kershaw collapse like that you figure that's the only way they go down, right? That's the weakest link.
I was telling Jimmy, keep in mind, the Dodgers they'd already given up 3, like Yamamoto gave up 3 runs.
Yeah.
And the Dodgers only scored 2. So anything that Kershaw gave up was just piling on.
Yeah, but it was kind of like, we might need you later, but now I don't think we'll see him again.
We probably won't. I think the Dodgers at least were smart enough not to give Kershaw a start.
Right.
Like, they've got better guys, but I think that Glasnow is going to be sharp today. I like the Dodgers to finish it off. Brewers are at the Cubs. The game 4 here. No starting pitchers announced, it looks like. Brewers minus 115. And the line tomorrow for the Tigers at the Mariners. No announced pitcher yet for the Mariners. Skubal, we know, is going to pitch for the Tigers. Tigers are minus 145. Although last year, Tariq Skubal lost a Game 5 elimination game in this exact same spot when it was like, oh, they've got Skubal. How can they lose? Well, they found a way. National Hockey League tonight. The Philadelphia Flyers are at the Florida Panthers. Panthers are minus 220. Ottawa is at Tampa. Tampa's minus 175. The New York Rangers are at the Buffalo Sabres. Rangers minus 115. Blackhawks at the Bruins. Some old school hockey there. Bruins minus 165. Islanders at the Penguins. Minus 135 are the Islanders on the road. The Montreal Canadiens are in Detroit taking on the Red Wings. They're Red Wings are minus 135. The Devils are at the Carolina Hurricanes. Hurricanes minus 175. Dallas Stars at the Jets. Dallas a minus 115 road favorite. Columbus Blue Jackets are in Nashville taking on the Predators. Predators minus 125. Minnesota Wild. Wild thing, you make my heart sing. They're at the St. Louis Blues. Blues minus 125. The Utah Mammoth.
What?
The Mammoth. They used to be the Phoenix Coyotes. And then they were the Arizona Coyotes. Now they're the Utah, and then they were the Utah Hockey Club.
Yeah, it was the hockey club.
Now they're the Utah Mammoth. That's right.
I'd like to see their logo. It's a tough one.
Be careful with their pronouns. The Utah Mammoth. They're at the Colorado Avalanche. Avalanche minus 185. And Vegas, after a long night last night, they got to go back-to-back and travel. They're headed to San Jose to take on the Sharks. Luckily for them, the Sharks absolutely stink. But Vegas is minus 200. I might go Sharks plus 1.5 goals just because Vegas played deep into the night last night.
Okay, when
And then
obviously your
Ducks
guys are
at the
tired.
Kraken.
Do you play the same goalie 2 days in a row? Is that one of those things that you rest them after a game like that?
I would imagine on a back-to-back that they rest Aiden Hill tonight, even though he didn't do much work last night. Let 6 freaking goals go.
He worked some overtime, though.
Yeah, he was there. He just wasn't stopping shots.
He was a participant and not a player.
That's right. Kraken minus 125 hosting the Ducks, and the Vancouver Canucks minus 205 hosting the Calgary Flames. National Basketball Association going on tonight. We've got the Timberwolves at the Knicks. Knicks are 4.5-point favorites. The Thunder 10-point favorites against the Hornets. The Cavs 4.5-point road favorites in Chicago. Pistons 3.5-point road favorites in Milwaukee. And Guangzhou,
the Loons,
they're back in action, baby. They're at the Clippers. Clippers minus 34 in that game against the Lud Lions or whatever they're called. Guangzhou. 34 feels like a lot of points. I mean, I can't imagine they're going to look to just bury this Chinese team. But I don't know. Maybe they're looking to make a statement.
I saw the Chinese dudes having some fun. I think they're enjoying the roadie. I think they're having a good time.
And then lady basketball tomorrow, Rob. Aces minus 2 at the Mercury. Will they get a sweep?
The party's over.
Yeah, I'm thinking that way.
Although, man, at least the Mercury made it interesting last night. It was a fun last 8 minutes of the game, but the better team is so clearly Las Vegas that they were just playing with their food.
They let them get back in it, but got the job done, and they were underdogs. So
yeah,
remember, and they're underdogs in game. Actually, they're favored in this game. So you won't get any more. Won't get any more aces as dog price. Unfortunately, it does feel kind of like it's just.
Yes.
I don't know when, but it's going to happen. It might not be game 4, but it's going to happen. The Mercury aren't winning 4 games in a row against that team. They're just not good enough. The best thing that happened for the Aces was the Liberty and then that Lynx team losing, and just kind of opened the door for the Aces to just slide on in back into contention. College football, big games today. Huge games. Louisiana Tech at Kennesaw State. Louisiana Tech is 6-point favorite. I kind of like Louisiana Tech. East Carolina's at Tulane. Tulane laying 6.5. East Carolina stinks.
Mm-hmm.
Jacksonville State minus 7 at Sam Houston. Sam Houston is working their way into worst team in D1 conversation. It's bad. 7-point home dogs now. I don't know. I don't know if I can lay this with Jacksonville State, but I certainly can't take any points with Sam Houston. They're dreadful. And Southern Miss, a 3-point favorite at Georgia Southern. I like Southern Miss to get the job done tonight as well. So there you go. There's your look at the daily lines. And with that, we are done.
I saw something last night that Wednesday began a stretch of 47 consecutive days of football. We're going to have football Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, too.
Yeah.
Finally, it has happened to me.
Enjoy it while it's here, fellas.
Oh, yes. Friends, it's been a pleasure talking to you today. We'll do it again tomorrow if you don't mind. Tell a friend. Bring them along and say, hey, you should listen to this show. We'll do it every day. Blitz comes up at 2. Less of a show, but still a show.
KTFM Floresville, your home for the Super Bowl. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Listen up, San Antonio. Many of the successes you've had began with a great opportunity. Now, here's another one. Get started on your degree or certificate in San Antonio. Choose from more than 135 degree and certificate programs, faster onboarding, and more from University of Maryland Global Campus. Get personalized local support services and take online or hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly Open Phone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
Warning, the national debt is spiraling out of control. Trade wars are causing record volatility, and inflation could make a devastating comeback.